Happy Thursday, everybody. We have so much to talk about today between Billy Lee's podcast with Joe, Billy Lee outing things about Tom Sandoval and his girlfriend, Vicky, things about Kristen Doty, Jackson Brittany. We have a teacher acting poorly in Texas. We got to get into it, you guys. So grab a beverage. Hopefully, you're wearing something comfy. Smash that like, and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, stand-up comedian and pop culture vulture, Joleen Lunzer, here to talk about all things pop culture, reality television, everything that we are obsessed with, whether we like it or not. What we do over here is we take a comedic look, we roast, we react, we provide commentary, we have a good time. Remember, I am very opinionated, but that doesn't mean you can't have your opinion, even if it's different than mine, and sound off in the live chat or the comment section, and we can just agree to disagree as long as we're not being bungholes to each other.
That's my opinion!
It's just my opinion. Everything I say is true, except for the parts that are false. All things are alleged for entertainment purposes only. All right. Thank you, everyone, joining me live. Hello, hello, hello. Make sure you smash that like. Let's set a like goal for, let's see if we can hit 500 likes during this live. That would be amazing. If you haven't already, please, please, please subscribe. We are well on our way to 40K. We are getting there. Thank you, guys. If you want to support the channel further than liking or subscribing, you know the drill. You can always send a super chat while we're live here. I'll highlight your comment. We can talk about it. You can send a super thanks after the video posts, or you can hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Everything is in the description of this video. And on the bottom of the screen, I also have a YouTube membership and a Patreon where you get a couple little extra perks and things if you choose to join that, but you don't have to do any of it. You can just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Those are just some options. Amalesh coming in with the first super chat of the live. Thank you so much. Amalesh says, love that Ariana and Katie are getting vindicated, and Kated with the Katie spelling Kate. I love it. We have so much to unpack. We have Traitors season 3. We have official cast. You guys, sorry, I took a couple days off. You guys know in the summertime, my niece and nephew come into town and they stay with me for a month, maybe a little more. So my little niece and my little nephew are here. So we have just been swimming and having fun and doing all the things. But I said, today, Auntie Joleen has to do a little bit of work. So I'm sure if you follow me on the Instagram, you'll see some of our adventures that we have over the summer. Because as long as they're willing to hang out with their auntie before they get too cool for me, I'm going to take advantage of every second I have with those littles. And they might be running in the door here at any moment. So just if you're like, Joleen doesn't have children. No, I don't. But I am a very proud auntie. Okay, so we do have so much news. Let's start with the Traitors season, the cast that was officially Alan Cumming. He did a little video, and let me see if I can grab the audio from that here, and announcing the cast members. And he was I always like when Alan reads the cast, because you know that he's like, he doesn't know who half of the people are that he's reading. And like, he's admitted, you know, I mean, come on, he doesn't watch. He enjoys being a, you know, the host of this, but half the time he doesn't know who these people are, which I think is pretty wonderful, and also very humbling for these people. And a lot of times they need this kind of humbling. I keep moving my hat, trying to get it to sit in a place that's comfortable. Okay, so we have the official cast list here. All right. Shout out to the Traitors US community on Reddit. So let's listen to Alan name the names. Name them. Let's listen. Who we got this season coming up for season 3 of The Traitors.
New season of The Traitors cast is uncloaked at last. And without further ado, here they are. Rob Mariano, Dorinda Medley, Rochelle Stouse, Brittany Haynes, Danielle Reyes, Bob the Drag Queen, Wells Adams, Chanel Ian, Gabby Windy, Dylan Efron, Tony Vlachos, Jeremy Cullen, Dolores Catania, Robin Dixon, Bob Harper, Ciara Miller, Lord Ivor Mountbatten, Karen Weiger, Sam Ashgari, Tom Sandoval, and Nikki Garcia. Well, there you have it, dearies. This is sure to be the most treacherous season.
Treacherous. There you have it, dearies. This is sure to be the most treacherous. Okay, I love that whoever made this called her Dorlinda instead of Dorinda. Okay, and I don't know if you guys know, my Big Brother people, you get it, but how amazing it's going to be to have Brittany and Danielle on the same cast. So they both come from the Big Brother world. They were both recently on Big Brother Reindeer Games. And I think if I remember correctly, I think there might be maybe a little, we got bad blood. There might be a little bit of blood coming off of that. But Danielle Reyes is amazing. So you're looking at the upper left corner and Brittany Haynes to the right of her. Such good television. Danielle's very good strategist. So like sussing out the traitor, she'll be, I think, very good at. She's also great TV where she might flip the script and work with people you don't expect her to work with. Like she will definitely do things that are going to be very, very, she's not going to be blatant. She's very stealth when she moves in these games. And so it's amazing. Okay. Carolyn on Survivor, I don't know much about her. You guys have been saying in my comments, she's great. Obviously, Chanel, Real Housewives of Dubai, personality alone, she wins. I think she's going to be great for this. Gabby from Bachelor Nation, I don't know who she is because I'm not a real big Bachelor Nation person. Hopefully she's got a big personality. We talked about this previously. Dolores, I call her Cantina. Dolores Cantina. I think she's going to be very green to this, as the housewives always are, but hopefully she'll watch the first 2 seasons, or hopefully not. Who cares? And because sometimes it's funnier when they're messier. And I think her being like an ex, whatever she was, worked in the prison system or some kind of police or something. I think she might be interesting. And I could see her teaming up with a Boston Rob, and we'll get to Boston Rob. Robin Dixon is going to be a hot mess. She's not going to know what she's doing. It's going to be interesting to see her without her counterpart, her green-eyed bandit bestie, Giselle from the Real Housewives of Potomac. But someone put a tweet out there, and it was like, Robin couldn't even figure out the traitor in her own home, being Juan Dixon, her husband. How is she going to figure out the traitor in the game? And I kind of laughed, but I will, for Robin, let's just give Robin the benefit of the doubt for 1 second. What if it's that, the traitor that's too close to you? So as long as none of the traitors are like allies to her, too close to her, I think she might do okay. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be hilarious. She might be the charade of the season. Dorlinda, never knew her. Never heard of her. Okay. Yes. Yes. Didn't say Robin married a traitor. She didn't marry the traitor. So maybe all of that experience now has given her some skills. I don't know. Dorlinda, never heard of her. I have heard of Dorinda. Dorinda's just going to be such great television. I can't wait for someone to just be like, Dorinda, you're the traitor. She is going to get a couple glasses of wine in her. You know how they always have water at the round table at the Traitors? She's going to sneak in some Pinot Grigio, and she's going to be like, don't you, like, she's gonna the Dorinda, where she's get that little drunken slur, she's gonna, yes, Dorlinda's activated. She'll be like, don't you have a DWI? Like, she's gonna come at you, clamp. All right, Chrishell, never seen Selling Sunset. I'll have to do a little bit of research on her, but I assume she's probably a big personality. Sierra, I'm loving this. Sierra smart, young. I feel like she might team up with some of the other Bravo celebrities. I could see Danielle Reyes kind of reaching out to Sierra and them having like a little thing. Nikki WWE, I don't know. She's going to have to body slam people. Maybe she can scare them into admitting they're traitors. She'll be like, you want to get in a full Nelson or half Nelson? I don't know the WWE. All right. Bob, I love how Ellen said, Bob the drag queen. It'll be treacherous. I don't know Bob the drag queen. Bob the drag queen looks amazing. So hopefully Bob kills it. Jeremy from Survivor. Which Jeremy is this? Is this the Jeremy who was on? This isn't the Jeremy who was on Winners at War. This isn't firefighter Jeremy, right? No. Tony, I think cop Tony and Boston Rob together. If they team up, well, first of all, it'll be interesting to see if either of these, if any of the Survivor people are actual traitors. Okay. That will be interesting to see. Okay, so Bob the drag queen is hilarious. All right, I love Pamela says drunk. Oh, drunk Dorinda's gonna make it nice. She's like, I cooked, I decorated, I made it nice. Okay, I cooked, I decorated. You think that is firefighter Jeremy? Why does his smile look different? Did he get veneers? I don't know. Maybe I'm not used to seeing Jeremy like, I'm not even used to seeing Tony smile. I'm not Boston Rob, yeah. But in Survivor, I feel like I try to stay away from their teeth because they don't brush. So I'm just like, ah. So if it is Jeremy, Tony, and Rob, holy, that's quite the trifecta. With me and Hector, that is quite the trifecta. Rob just came off Deal or No Deal Island. I only watched the first 2 episodes of that show. It was pretty good, but there's just so much TV to watch, so little time. He's going to be an early target. I mean, he's Boston Rob. He's one of the main faces with Sandra and a few others of Survivor. He's known for getting people on his side and trying to get people to do his dirty work for him. So he's known for treachery. He did really well on it. Okay. I thought I saw him like in promotions they had throughout the season. So that'll be interesting. Who asked for Rob though? Drago said, I don't know. Rob has come back into this reality competition game with a vengeance. I would like to see Rob on Celebrity Big Brother. I think that'd be interesting. So Rob and Tony and Jeremy, interesting. I don't know what their relationship is like outside of Survivor and if they talk, but they are heavyweights, if you will, in Survivor. And they're messy. And, Rob's considered a villain. Tony's considered a villain. I think Jeremy's a hero. So that'll be interesting. Who the hell is Dylan? Who asked for Zac Efron's brother? Okay. I was just babysitting my friend's daughters the other night. Shout out to Ren and Finn. And they were shocked I had never seen High School Musical. And I said, oh, and I didn't say this to them, but I was like, oh, I was at the bars, like getting my, getting my hot and so hot in her on. So I missed High School Musical. I was like too old for it. So we watched it, and we also watched a little bit of the television show High School Musical, and Olivia Rodrigo was on it. I was like, oh my God, I love Olivia Rodrigo. So I just saw Zac Efron in the first High School Musical. I know of the Zac Efron, but what's up with Dylan? Why we need Dylan? Why do we need Dylan? So I was just like, what? Zac Efron's brother. But I think it is to even out the fact that we'll get to that person. Lord Ivor, I never knew you. Who's Lord Ivor? Let me look it up real quick. Is this because last year we had a guy from across the pond? Okay, Lord. What? Lord Ivor Mountbatten. So this is King Charles' cousin. Lord Ivor Mountbatten joins the Traitors. Oh, this is good. Only because I love the crown and all things, fictitiously and sometimes documentary around the crown and the monarchy. It wasn't Lord Mountbatten. Wasn't he the guy that, okay, I don't know if he is. Was that Charles's uncle? Is his dad Charles's uncle who the Irish might have assassinated? Am I getting history correct? Okay, either way, I'm here for a British royal. See if they spill a little bit of tea. I just love a British accent on the show. I'll be honest with you. Wells from Bachelor Nation, never heard of you. Hopefully you're cool. Hopefully you're cooler than Wells Fargo. I don't know what to tell you, Wells. I don't know much about you. All right. Taryn will give us a little education. Taryn it up says, Wells is usually on Bachelor in Paradise as the voice of reason / bartender. Oh, okay. I'm so happy he's going to be on our team. Okay. He's the best. All right. Then I am looking forward to it. Lord Ivor was the first gay royal. Shout out to the gay royals. We need more of those. For real. For real. Wells is married to. He is? Wait. Are you talking about Sarah Ryland, the actress? The actress Sarah or Sarah from Survivor? Is it the actress? Sarah. Oh, good for him. He's got a little cutie wife. Oh my goodness. Shout out to you with the what was she on Modern Family? I mean, amongst other things. I apologize, Sarah Ryland, for not having your IMDb pulled up here. But okay. All right, cute. I like that. Okay, I like you, Wells. All right, I like you. You're gonna be like the Burgalicious of the season. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay, well, your wife just made me love you. That's usually how I like men. Their wives usually have to sell them to me. Okay. Oh, did she host Love Island? I never watched Love Island. I watched like maybe one season, the first season of the American one, and maybe one British season. Okay. Oh, Ariana took her job. Well, apologies. I'm sure she had something else going on. Okay. Then we have Bob, who's gonna be like, don't eat that. Too many carbs. So he's gonna be the Biggest Loser, Bob. I remember him being a pretty big personality. I mean, up against Jillian Michaels, I don't know. He didn't have the biggest personality up against her, but kind of did. She really lost her job to Ariana. She didn't have another gig coming up. Okay. Sorry, Sarah. I'm really sorry about that. That sucks. But she's very talented and she will land on her feet because she's a cutie patootie. All right. Sam, when I saw Britney Spears' husband, I was like, are you kidding? Her ex-husband. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What? Why do we need him? I don't even want him to spill any tea on Britney Spears. I just want, like, what do we need this dude for? I'm probably just going to roast the shit out of him because what do we need him for? Kristen said he had other things going on. Okay. Bob used to date Reza from Shaw's, and Reza was on the first season of Traitors. Maybe they should bring Reza back for a challenge like they did. Well, they didn't bring anyone back, but they brought Dr. Will on for one of the challenges in Traitors. But yeah, why do we need Sam? It's also, Sam, really? This is where you went after you married Britney? You went on Traitors? And I think in the bio for him, they had actor. I'm sorry. Is that an actor in the marriage? What did he act in? I don't know. And then, of course, Tom Sandybutt, who I will tell you, I have it on good authority, and it's my female intuition. It's my fallopian intuition. My fallopian tube intuition tells me that Tom Sandoval will be out very early. Either that or they'll make it so he lasts a little bit so that people can just drag him. Drag him for me. Hit him again. Thank you, Pamela B, for the super chat. Says drunk. Or I think we already said that. But thank you again. Susie Q, Lord Ivor divorced his wife and then was the first royal to have a same-sex marriage. Should be interesting. Saucy. Very saucy. Oh my God, it'd be amazing if Tom was the Johnny Bananas of the season. We barely knew ya. He's out like right away. So let's all just manifest. Let's all sync our menstruation. Even the men, you guys have your menstruations. Let's sync up and let's do our witches a wee ho magic and manifest Tom going home I'm calling it. He's going to go home in an embarrassing way, like embarrassing. People on the show are going to go, does this guy know any other word but like? And no, so I think he's going to be shamed out of the traitors. The traitors. And if he doesn't, we'll just deal. We'll have fun with it. You know, I'm always here to roast and recap. We roast and recap all the Traitors. If you've never watched Traitors with me before, I do have 2 playlists on my channel, Traitor Season 1 and Traitor Season 2. So you can kind of watch an episode and catch up through our recaps that we do. The first season I recapped with my friend Josh, and it was really fun. And we were just off the chain. And then the second season, I think I just recapped by myself, but some of you sent me cloaks, so I was getting in character. It was too fun. I wish Traitors was right now. I wish there was 2 Traitors a year. I wish there was 3 seasons of Traitors a year. Has become one of my absolute favorite shows. So hopefully Tom Sandoval is out early and all the girlies on there, Bravo girlies, you know the assignment. I understood the assignment. Look at me. We see each other. Your job is to take down Tom Sandybutt.
I'm just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me. Done.
Get him again. Get him for me. Done.
Have some remorse. Have some sensitivity.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so fun. Like Drago saying, "I'm a traitor. I'm not a traitor. Ah, I'm a faithful. Ah." Oh man, and he's gonna try to continue to rewrite history, telling his story about Ariana. Maybe he'll be on talking about Rachel Raquel then, because maybe we don't know how far along their case will be for the revenge P. So we'll have to see. I am, and oh my God, hopefully nobody takes their clothes off and jumps into a pool, because Tom Sandoval, ladies, is very impressionable. So if he sees titties, he's impressionable.
Guess what? I was very impressionable when she took all her clothes off and jumped in my pool.
Tom is not smart enough. He's a dum-dum. No offense, all offense. Okay. Obviously, we don't mean to offend, but someone's always going to get offended. But he's a dum-dum. Listen to how he talks. Listen to who he is. Come on now. He has not evolved as a human. Tom will dig a deeper grave for himself. Thank you, Stephen, for being a member for 8 months. You're such a sweetie. Stephen says, we better not get Tom as a double bluff traitor. Don't put that in the universe. Don't put that in the universe. Oh my God. Linda, I would actually be here for this. I would actually, as long as Rachel is Tom's demise, I'd be here for this. I'm still mad at you, Rachel, because I don't understand why you're suing Ariana. That's the dumbest thing you've ever did. Well, one of them. There's a list. But just sue Tom. He's the revenge peer. Oh my God, Sierra. She will, because she's used to hanging with Paige and Amanda, and they're actual girls. I think they would admit to that. And if there is a large bed, snacks, and an iPad, Sierra's going to get in that bed with other ladies, and she is going to talk shit on Tom Sandoval, and I am going to love every second of it. So please, sweet Sierra, drag him straight to hell, okay? Because we can't rely on some other people to do that.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. All right. All right. I have something I want that I think is just like funny, and you guys have probably heard this. This is more of like a trending news story, but we're going to get into a Billy Lee's podcast, another podcast Joe was on, some stuff about Brittany and Jax, and possibly some stuff about Kristen. Okay. But before we go there, yesterday I just needed a laugh. And sometimes you find comedy in the most interesting of places where, you might not think you're going to find comedy. You can find comedy, and maybe that's just the comedian brain in me. But there was a story coming out of Texas. Now, I don't know a ton about Texas. All right. This ain't Texas. I've been to Texas. I have family in Texas, but it's not like I'm well versed in how, everything in Texas works. All right. So shout out to my Texas lean team people out there. But there was the trending story about 5 days ago, and there was a Texas teacher, okay, a Houston, Texas teacher, Houston area, I should say, elementary school teacher, who filmed herself doing sexually, we'll say, explicit videos while on campus, which is horrendous and disgusting. Please sound off in the chat all your thoughts, hopes, dreams, and opinions. And then, so I don't know how they found the videos, but it's this woman. Her name is Adrienne. She was a music teacher at Gray Elementary in Lamar Consolidated Independent School District in Fort Bend County near Houston. Shout out to all my Houston people. I know lots of people who are from Houston, live in Houston now. I've never been to Houston. I would love to go to Houston. I know my friend Busy Blue likes to go to Houston. It just looks like a super fun town. I've been to Brownsville, Los Fresnos, Dallas, I haven't been to Corpus. South Padre. I love South Padre Island. I do, when it's not spring break, when there's like no one there. The water's like bath water. Okay. So this lady they found 2 shocking videos of her doing it's like Teachers Gone Wild, but it's so ridiculous. Yes, in the school. So first of all, disgusting, horrible. And I'm like, oh my God, what in the predator? But then there were 2 community leaders that spoke out. Now, these 2 community leaders, I'll be honest, I didn't know who they are. I don't live in Texas. Okay. It's a gentleman and a woman, and I'm going to play the clip for you. And they were on this news station. So I edited together them during their press conference. And I noticed that they do a lot of press conferences. I think they might be both like a member of, is it like the New Black Panthers or something? Correct me. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. And I edited what they're saying with some of the lady screenshots and also her video, obviously blurring out the spots. Well, someone else blurred out the spots, but I just kind of put it together and it's crazy. All right. Doshia, I don't know if this is normally what goes on in Texas. I don't think so. But just where's the story going? Drago, calm your boner. We're getting there. We are getting there. Okay. It is here, let me pull it up. So let's just listen to these community leaders talk about the incident and then give a thumbs up when you can hear the sound on this. Okay, guys?
Good morning. I'm Dr. Candace Matthews. I am the National Minister of Politics for the New Black Panther Nation.
Okay, so she's the National Minister of Politics for the New Black Panther Nation. And they're having a press conference about this woman who made sexually explicit videos inside an elementary school. She's a teacher.
Standing with my chairman, Brother Quan Alex. We're here in reference to...
This is the last time I'll stop it. Well, maybe not. Brother Quan, what did you say, Quan Alex? I don't know what he says other times, but this time he was very hilarious.
An atrocity that has happened here at this elementary school that stands behind us by the name of Gray Elementary, that is in the school district of Lamar Consolidated ISD. We have a former music teacher that was here this school year when this shocking video has happened. This school teacher that was a music teacher taught several grade levels here in the school. We have shocking video of this music teacher doing videos in the music classroom, and also a second video.
Okay, listen, disgusting, horrible, fire her, hate it. But this is okay. This is her in the music class, lifting up her shirt. I don't know who she sent this to, right? You know what? Music teachers can be a little weird, but I had an awesome music teacher. Shout out to Miss Hubach. She found I didn't have any musical talent, but she got me to audition for something that led me to dancing in the Super Bowl when I was a kid, the Super Bowl pregame show when it was in Minnesota. So shout out to Miss Hubach. But music teachers can be very interesting, okay? So this is what she's doing. This is her classroom. I will tell you, no kids were around. Doesn't matter, but still, it does matter, but still disgusting. Who gets hornified? Who gets all hot and bothered, gets a lady boner in a classroom for children with music? Like, what? And look at, when I think of, we can't say the P word on here because YouTube will bump me on the algorithm, and I mean, I have said it before, but I'm trying to get better to stay in the algorithm and stuff. But who doing these adult videos, I'll say, or these adult things, what have we devolved into as a nation? There used to be actual adult film stars. Now it's just any lady out there shaking her tots. Okay, so let's keep it going. You know, she came to school. She's got slides on. I mean, shout out to our teachers. I love our teachers. Let's pay our teachers more. Not this one, but other ones. But she was like, bitch, I'm just showing up like the kids show up. I'm putting slides on and some yoga pants.
Of her doing this porn video in the school bathroom, doing school out.
What? This is her in the school bathroom. I'm sorry, I don't understand people that do sexy stuff in bathrooms, Jax Taylor. I don't understand people who eat in bathrooms. I don't understand people who talk on the phone when they're in the bathroom, especially public restrooms. Like, no. Is that a hand sanitizer? Is that the towel rack right next to you, ma'am? Did the towel rack get you hot and horns? Okay.
Hours. So, and let's not leave out, she also had her school ID badge on. I called also to verify, was this teacher still employed here at this school? So it comes to find out that the teacher is no longer employed here, but not for this incident. The administration had no idea of the videos that was taking place here in this school.
This looks like she just got up from taking a dump. How is this sexy? Okay. And she's got her school badge on. She's like, hi, I'm Mrs. Gross Pants.
So what we are demanding that Lamar Consolidated.
Also, MG says I'm eating. Well, I was. Trigger warning. Because if you do not like to see, sexy teacher, whatever.
ISD need to get with the Texas Education Agency to let them know about this atrocity of what has happened with this teacher, because this is how demented teachers go from one district to the next, jumping from district to district without, they can go and apply for a job and they have their teacher certification. They don't have a criminal record, but you over here doing explicit activities in an elementary school. That is unacceptable. So
I agree. Unacceptable. Put your bra back on, miss. Okay? This isn't Girls Gone Wild circa 1999. I know you want to relive the thong song on spring break in Jamaica, or maybe that's just me. But times have changed. It's done. You're not on spring break.
So that's why we are calling this out. We are not going to sweep this under the rug. I did speak with administration here at the school district. They were not aware of that video, like I said. However, they did wanted to share with me, like I did let them know that I was going to bring this public. They did not want me, to bring it public because they did not want, the community to feel like they wasn't doing their job. But how can you not say that you're not doing your job because you didn't know anything about the video? Now that you know about the video, now we expect for you to do your job. We expect for you to go to the
And then she's like, just a little Snapchat filter, like, hey guys. Now, I don't know who she was sending it to. There's a follow-up story. Someone said it might be like a cheating scandal or something. My thing is, teachers don't make enough. So if you got to have OnlyFans on the side or something that the kids aren't involved, great. Good for you. We're not here to shame sex workers. Sex work is work. But not at school, not at elementary school. Not where kids are at. That's not where you do this stuff, okay? Take it to your nasty-ass bedroom. Don't bring it in public.
To the Texas Education Agency. We expect for you to put a block on this teacher so this teacher cannot go to another school and do this type of foolishness. This can be the same type of teacher that can touch a child. If you taking your clothes off, you're smacking your behind, you're flapping your breasts out.
The way they describe it, though, is comedy, okay? Tragedy plus time equals comedy. The way you're smacking your tits, you're smacking your ass. I mean, you got a point, miss.
And gyrating yourself
Not gyrating yourself.
in a classroom where students are during the school day, and you're doing this in the bathroom. That is unacceptable.
100%. I agree with you. 100% unacceptable.
So basically I'm gonna let Brother Cornell state his piece, and then I'll close.
Okay, Brother Cornell is maybe my favorite in this video. I mean, no shade to this wonderful woman, but he's going to really take it home for us.
Close it out.
You really can't make this stuff up. It is absolutely appalling, shameful, and frightening that these are the type of educators that are in an elementary school teaching our children. When parents send their children to school, they believe their teachers are people of the utmost highest character. But now we got a teacher in the classroom on school hours, stripping down butt naked, bending over and showing everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair. All you could see.
Every time he says it, and all you could see was cellulite and pubic hair. Oh God. Oh my God. This is like
hours, stripping down butt naked, bending over and showing everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair. All you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair. This is a disgrace and a shame that this is the type of educator and teacher that is in the classroom. And she made multiple videos. Yes, the district was unaware until we brought this to their attention. But what we're asking you to do now is to go even further. Nullifying her contract is not enough. We demand that the superintendent of the board ban her from ever teaching in this school district again.
Really
we want a permanent ban on her. Secondly, we demand that the school district send a letter to TEA demanding her certification as a teacher be terminated and revoked. 3, we're demanding that this district contact law enforcement. And
Lola says he's chubby, not sure he should be the judge. Listen, when he said that, I felt attacked with the cellulite. I was like, oh God. But it's still just the way he puts it. It's wild. It is wild.
We want to make sure that the students that she taught are interviewed, our hotline is set up to make sure that she didn't do additional things in the classroom that may be inappropriate, unethical, unprofessional, or dangerous in the environment of those children. If she would do this in the classroom, what else will she do?
That's true.
This woman obviously had lost her damn mind. She needs psychotropic medication. She pulls out her breasts and she's juggling them. Look like she about to fall over. Then she bends over and pulls down her panties. Spreads her cheeks. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what's on the video. Spreads her cheeks. This is madness. This woman should never, ever be allowed to be an educator. This woman should never be allowed to work around children ever again. And I believe that if a thorough investigation takes place, you can find something criminally to bring her into a courtroom for, because I've seen law enforcement put parents in courtrooms for far much less than this. If we can put Donald Trump in the courtroom and find something to prosecute him for, don't tell me we can't find something to prosecute this woman for. This is sad. This is madness. This is filth at its finest. And so we're praying that the school district, we're not attacking you. You didn't know anything about this lady. But now that you do know, show the aggressive, proactive steps that you will take to make sure she never re-enters a classroom.
From what I was told,
I'm sorry. I am sorry. And adding it next to, so his descriptions are so great, but the video next to him that I put is just kind of, it's the video, but I kind of tried to animate it to make it less, I don't know, offensive or less gross. I'm not sure. And what is she doing? It's like me trying to twerk. She had to, if you have to lift your cheeks to make it move, you're not doing it right, baby. It's just not going to happen. Okay. It's like when I asked my husband, am I moving? He's like, no, you're not. You are not doing it. Nothing is moving but your hips. So let's just one more time, please. We need a good laugh after freaking all of this Lauren from Utah, all the stuff, the way he's their video next to him. I die. But again, disgusting, ma'am. You should go to jail. This is gross. The way she's dancing and pulling, and like, if you got to pull your, why didn't you get ready for the video? There's so many times you'll see her in the video. If you notice, she'll pull down her pants and then her underwear will come with it. Girl, you got to be ready. This must be going to like a husband or something, because it was very little try. This is like when you're like, Chris Rock used to have a joke and it's very raunchy, but he was talking about with like, and he turned out to be a cheater. But anyways, shout out to Chris Rock. And he said, lick. Is it hard? Put it in. Like, that's the amount of work. Once you get to wife status, if you don't want to, you don't have to put in that work. This feels a little bit like wife, husband, marital status. So she is pulling on her pants. Her underwear's come with it. Then she has to pull her underwear back up, which is the least sexy thing you can do. And then shove her own underwear up her ass. Like, it's not sexy. Not saying I could do it better, but I definitely wouldn't put it out there on camera, and I wouldn't do it in a school bathroom where I work.
Sure that she didn't do additional things in the classroom that may be inappropriate, unethical, unprofessional,
yeah, she needs
or dangerous in the environment of those children. If she would do this in the classroom, what else will she do?
Not Dollar Tree.
This woman obviously had lost her damn mind. She needs psychotropic medication. She pulls out her breasts and she's juggling them. Look like she about to fall over. Then she bends over and pulls down her panties. Spreads her cheeks. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what's on the video. Spreads her cheeks. This is madness. This woman should never, ever be allowed to be an educator. This woman should never be allowed to work around children ever again. And I believe that if a thorough investigation takes place, you can find something criminally to bring her into a courtroom for, because I've seen law enforcement put parents in courtrooms.
The struggle is real. As you get older, as your boobs get bigger, you do got to lift. You got to have some upper body strength. You got to be able to, I mean, man, so I understand. You got to get under there. I knew people that had to start putting deodorant under their boobies. Like, it's a whole struggle.
For far much less than this. If we can put Donald Trump,
She goes up to the camera like doing this with her school badge, you guys, with her school badge. Oh my God.
in the courtroom and find something to prosecute him for. Don't tell me we can't.
You're gonna watch. She's gonna pull down her pants, but her underwear is gonna come with it. So then she's gonna pull her underwear back up and then put it up her butt, and then she's gonna start clapping. But I don't know what's clapping back there. I don't know if it's like, I think a little bit of her baby door is clapping. I feel like we caught some labia. I know that doesn't make sense where things are, but I think I saw her cervix clap. It was, I do not know what was happening.
Ain't find something to prosecute this woman
Look
for.
at
This is sad.
all the undies come down. So then she has to pick the undies
This
back
is
up.
madness. This is filth at its finest. And so we're praying that the school district, we're not attacking you. You didn't know anything about this lady. But now that you do know.
What part of that is, that's why I'm terrified to look in the mirror if I try that. Have you ever danced, like when you're not super young or whatever, as you get older, no shade to this lady, beautiful lady, but disgusting behavior. Okay. And you like, sometimes when I dance, I'm like, I did not know my legs had that much jiggle. One goes this way, one goes that way, one part of the leg. So I don't know what part is jiggling there, but it is impressive.
We're not attacking you. You didn't know anything about this lady. But now that you do know, show the
Just the
aggressive,
bottom
proactive
part.
steps that you will take to make sure she never
How come just the bottom part of the butt is clapping? How come the rest of the butt is I don't know how to clap my butt. I feel like this is what I would look like. Honestly, I feel like this lady is what I would look like if I tried. And I probably wouldn't even get that much. But what part of the butt is clapping? The little baby part of the butt.
that the school district, we're not attacking you. You didn't know anything about this lady. But now that you do know,
They're just two little pieces. They're so cute. They're just like
show the aggressive, proactive steps that you will take to make sure she never re-enters a classroom.
oh God.
From what I was told is that she's looking for employment with other school districts. So that's why this is imperative that we amplify this issue, because this is how you have demented teachers
Yes.
going from one district to the next doing this type of behavior. So I just want to send a message out to her, because see,
You saw it, Haley?
that video was so horrific and appalling. We just want her to know that her retired porn star activities is done.
This lady had t-shirts made. Her retired P-star activities are done. She's gonna sell merch. I'm obsessed with these two. I don't know if they're problematic. I don't know. Okay. I can't vouch for everything they say, but this video, 100%.
Okay, you're done. You would never let set foot in now one of these.
Get her. We got to play the get her again. Hit her for me.
I'm just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me. Done.
In these classrooms, you would not even have the opportunity to disgrace our eyes with that foolishness that you did in that video. So your days is over.
Get her.
And also your teaching days. We're done with this.
You can leave.
So we demand the school district, please, again, we're not here to attack you. We're here to inform you of what you had in your school. And this is where you can prove to your parents and the constituents that you are going to be zero tolerance when it comes to this type of stuff and these type of deviant individuals doing this in this classroom amongst our babies. That's unacceptable.
We want to make sure that if she wants to be a porn star, and it's obvious she does, that's her business.
Baby, she
But
retired.
we want to make sure that she never teaches
She keeps saying, baby, she retired. She's retired. She's like, no, we're selling the merch. She's retired.
in a classroom again,
Oh my
that
God.
her teaching certification is revoked, and she never has the opportunity or access to children again. If she wants to teach, if she wants to be a star, based on what I saw in that video,
Baby, she retired.
I don't think she's gonna make a
I love it. Baby, she retired. She's retired. Okay.
lot of money.
He just said, if she wants, I don't think she'll make a lot of money, sir.
That's her business.
Baby, she
But
retired.
we want to make sure that she never teaches in a classroom again, that her teaching certification is revoked, and she never has the opportunity or access to children again. If she wants to teach, if she wants to be a star, based on what I saw in that video,
Baby, she retired.
I don't think she's gonna make a lot of money.
Give him a slap.
shake him. I think that he's
Based on what I saw in that video, I don't think she's gonna be at a top tier status. That's a damn shame what I saw in that video. That's sickness. And I think that this woman needs to be mentally evaluated by a therapist.
Absolutely.
But let's make sure the school district protects the state of Texas children so she can't run from one district to another seeking employment because it's not in her personnel file what she was terminated for or why she's banned from the district because they've already didn't renew her contract for other reasons. Well, that won't stop her from being employed somewhere else. But if they put in there that she's banned and they want to know why she's banned, it's done. In fact, most school districts won't even ask. Once they see you're banned, you won't be hired. Any more questions? I'm not sure if it was a love triangle or not.
But she the one that sent the video.
Let me say this. I wouldn't give a damn if she was having problems with her boyfriend, her girlfriend. It just didn't go well.
Don't bring it to the
What
school.
happened in the classroom? You in the classroom where you teach your students doing this madness? Whatever problems you got going on with your spouse is irrelevant and immaterial. What that filth that you're doing in the classroom is what you must be held accountable for.
She should have did that in her own bedroom, not here at the school. Period. You know, this is not a place for that. You do not sexualize our children. You don't come with that sexualized type behavior on any type of school campus. You keep that mess in your bedroom. So like I said, your days is over, sis. You're doing too much.
There have been several other cases of teachers who are doing on their OnlyFans page. But once the district discovered in all of those cases that the teachers had OnlyFans material on that page, their employment was terminated. This goes beyond that because they were doing it at home, creating these videos at home on their own time, not on employment district time. This happened inside the school building. This goes beyond that.
Any other questions?
Thank you for your time and thank you for your presence.
Okay. All right, you guys. I got to know what you guys think. You got to sound off in the chat. I want to highlight some of your comments because I have my thoughts. Jonathan Bestie, my bestie's here. Jonathan said, this is like 30 minutes from my hometown. Okay. So I do agree with them. If we put the shoe on the other foot, you know, and if this was a man pulling out his wang and we would be like, oh my God, burn him. Like this would be horrible. Set him on fire. A la Katie Maloney. He can choke. Disgusting. So it's no different than if it's a woman. I do think though, pay teachers better. And not that she was doing this for money, but the OnlyFans teachers, I don't think if a teacher has a side gig, I don't think that should, as long as it's nothing that is like illegal and it's like consensual and it's not have anything to do with school. I understand that some people might argue teachers are like leaders within the community. So I do see that argument too, but I also see that people got to make money. So if you're doing some kind of OnlyFans thing, outside of school hours, nothing to do with school, that's one thing. But if you are in school doing this nasty stuff, we laugh because that was funny. The way they narrated that, I'm with you guys. I want to see them narrate every story. All right. They dragged her to hell and she can't come back. But in the school, it's disgusting. It's an elementary school. That's gross. And you have to think there's just too many predators out there. I don't care. I don't care if she thought she was being cute. Girl, teach the music. And someone said she's a music teacher who doesn't have rhythm, which is hilarious in itself. So let me see what you guys are saying. So I agree with them. Like, I honestly think for this kind of behavior within a school, you should have your teaching license revoked because it's gone too far. That we have to protect our children. We don't know what kind of stuff's going on if she's willing to do this within a school. Any kid could have walked in at any point. We just don't know. It's disgusting. Your boobies, your booty, your baby door does not belong being shown in school. And also, you shouldn't feel sexy in the classroom. There's a problem if where you teach the children is where you feel sexy. That's something you got to figure out. Okay. Mtronic says teachers make nothing. My friends who are teachers pay. I know I have so many friends who are teachers. And it's ridiculous how much of their own money they actually invest back into the classroom. One of my besties is a science teacher for middle school. And I remember when she first moved out here years ago, we set up her classroom in San Diego together, and she put so much into it and she wasn't making anything. And her school loans were through the roof because she had a master's degree and was teaching. So how did they find it? I'm not sure how they found it, but hopefully this next little story we're going to read will tell us. Special cases just shouldn't be done at school in the bathroom. Yeah, don't do it in the bathroom. Don't take it out of the school. When you're a teacher at the school, you're a teacher. Yes, bestie. Jonathan says, you can't get naked where kids might be. That's disgusting for adults to be doing that. And if it was a man, we would all be up in arms. So it's just a little funny because it was just this little lady and she's like, I'm going to try to clap my cheeks. And we were like, but only the bottom part's clapping. Okay. Yeah. Don't do it at school. Don't do it at school. My opinion matters says, I think these people are going way too hard after this woman. I would want to know that she didn't do anything with the children around. And I'm glad she's been released from this place. Yes. So she was released from the school, as they were saying, in February. I don't know why, but it looks like there's no ties that had anything to do with these videos. Maybe she just left. And now what these community activists are worried about is that she's looking for employment at another Texas school. Jen says, that's what I think. She's not mentally fit at school. No, if you're feeling sexy in a children's classroom surrounded by children stuff, no, I'm sorry. That's too gross. That's too gross. Michelle says, I'm an elementary counselor. You are in Texas. Thank God I don't work there. I know maybe you can't tell us, but like how would you even deal with this if someone brought this to you? I know you counsel, you would counsel the kids, but what would you even do if you had a coworker like this? You just have to report her, I guess. Can you cover Billy? Yes, we're going to cover that. We're going to cover that ad nauseum. We just want to have a couple laughs beforehand with this story. But yes, Lola, we will cover it. My district had a morality stipulation. She would be gone here. That's another thing. I don't know if I imagine it varies state to state, but the morality clauses, because there are some professions that how you behave on social media or how you behave even outside of the job reflects on that business, that school, that hospital. So I know my husband going into becoming an RN, his behavior will definitely, he can't be out here being all of a weirdo. You know what I mean? Not that he would be, but I'm just saying like you are, your representative depending on where you work. Special cases certificate now easier to actually be a substitute teacher these days if you already have a bachelor's degree. Yes, my mother-in-law is actually a superintendent, or she was a superintendent. Now she's something else, but she works in Texas. And she was always telling us, hey, you have a bachelor's degree, you guys should get your teaching certificate when we were in LA and teach. And I'm like, I don't think I would be that great of a teacher. My husband is a great teacher, but he comes from a family of teachers. So it's like in his blood. But I don't know. I think that's such an important job. And I don't know. I don't think I'd need more than a certificate. I feel like to teach stuff. Jen says they make $55K in my area. The average apartment, 1 bedroom, in crappy areas, $1,800 a month. Yep. Hi from the UK. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, I also wanted to say hi to someone who was in the chat. It's MSD Gaming says, can you say hi to Kat? First time watching from the UK. Hello, Kat. Thank you for watching from the UK. We love our friends across the pond. You have to report it. Okay. Yeah. Hi, witness. Angela said this teacher's behavior is what gives other teachers a bad name. Needs to be dealt with. Exactly. I just can't imagine my friends who are teachers getting sexy in the classroom. Most of them, when I talk to them, when they leave, they're like, it's very separate. It's like, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. Rainbow says RNs definitely can't be well. I mean, we've seen some nurses. It's amazing to me how many nurses are on YouTube acting a fool. That's interesting to me. There are some interesting, but you do have to be careful with, it depends. You do have, a union backing you and things. I don't know that. I guess that'd be a state by state thing. I don't know if every state, excuse my ignorance, but I'm not sure if every state has a union for like nurses and things, or teachers. I don't think. Hi, Candy. Bunny said you should cover the man who the judge called and he was driving. Okay. So Bunny, if you guys have any of these videos, I love covering these kind of videos. Please feel free to DM me at Twitter, DM me on Instagram, or you can always email me joleenreacts@gmail.com. I used to do a separate little video segments where I would react to things. At the time, I think it was mostly like Karens going crazy. So feel free to email me, joleenreacts@gmail.com. DM me on Instagram, tag me on Twitter, tag me on TikTok. Some of you already do that, and I appreciate you. And some of you are like, I'm sorry I tagged you so much. Never apologize. Like, that helps me because it's hard to find all the stories. I try, but you think I'd be a great? Oh, well, Naomi, you're just so sweet. You're so sweet. You like the blue and purple? Okay, cool. I'm trying different backgrounds, so let me know what your favorites are. You guys are so sweet. I would be it depends what I would teach, I guess. You'd have to deal with parents primarily. Oh, Michelle, with being a counselor. Layla says teachers are criminally underpaid. Yep. And I wouldn't begrudge any side gig, but keep it separate from school. 100%, Layla, I agree with you. If it's something like an OnlyFans, yes, exactly. If teachers got to do OnlyFans or if they choose to, whatever, that's outside of school, that is their business. All right. I did. If you rewind to the beginning, we talked about the Traitors season 3 cast, and I can't wait. So they're probably going to film this fall, and then we will get the season. What did we get it? January. So probably January 2025 is when the season will start. And if you need to catch up, I do have my Traitors playlists that you can watch along. Valerie says, I can think of one nurse on YouTube for sure. I can think of one too, Valerie. We see each other. Oh my God, there's some messy people on YouTube. I used to think like nurses, I don't know, because I didn't know, like, well, I guess I can't say I didn't know. I have aunties who are nurses. My cousin's a nurse, but I just thought they were more, I don't know. Well, my auntie and my cousin, they don't act like the people on YouTube, nor does my husband. But my husband's also not a drinker, so he doesn't have to worry about getting liquored up and getting wild. But yeah. Anna, Traitors is filming as we speak. I thought they normally film in the fall. Maybe I've just been telling myself that for years and years. Can they put it out early then? Oh my God, wouldn't it be great to get like a Halloween Traitors? Oh, Rob has, okay, well, listen to Rob has a podcast because they are going to know more about the technicals. I'm more of like the entertainment value. But shout out to RHAP. They will get you like straight facts on me. Straight facts on that stuff. Alan said, what? Steven, my friend, thank you. And Steven, he's been sending me stuff, and I always appreciate Steven. Will it be out soon? Oh my God. You guys, this is like, I'm going to cry with happiness. That is so freaking exciting. It is such a good show. I can't say enough about how good Traitors is. I literally can't. And we have so much fun watching it together. It's probably more fun for me because if I was watching it alone, it wouldn't be fun. But since we watch it and we cover it together here, oh my God, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy if they're going to do 2 seasons. Okay, you saw it premieres on January 12th. Okay, we'll see. Maybe it'll come early. Jonathan says, I just finished the first 2 seasons and I'm excited to watch the next one with you. Jonathan, I've missed you. We have Big Brother coming up. So that's amazing. Oh, do you think they're gonna cancel BB Can, Natalie? BB Canada? Big Brother K? Big Brother C? Why did I say Big Brother K? Big Brother Canada? I know I want to go to Scotland. Yee! Scotland. There's a lady I watch in the drama on YouTube, and when she says you, she goes, it's yee, and it's just hilarious. It's so good, Angela. I'm so glad you're here. Yay. They put BB Can on hiatus. Who told you that was going to happen? Well, everybody knew. But they got rid of live feeds. Who wants to watch that shit when they're just like, that's the joy of Big Brother. The whole premise of the show is the fact that we can watch the house guests inside the house. It's like the only show left for reality shows that you can watch the house guest 24/7. Oh my gosh. Jolene, how do you have enough time to watch and podcast? I don't know. ADHD? I'm not sure. I don't know. Sometimes I get really tired. Ride with me. Yeah, the Scottish egg. BB Can is on pause. Oh, I feel bad for Arissa Cox, who's an executive producer of that show. I think she's a fantastic host. I think here's what we're running into as a society, and this goes for Bravo as well. I think it's hard to get people on television shows because of any ridicule or any criticism that people on the TV shows will get on these reality shows. Everyone wants to paint it as bullying. And I've seen this happen with Bravo. I've seen this happen with Big Brother. And it's any kind of criticism is bullying. So if someone behaves a certain way or someone does something, and this is with the live feeds, you catch people saying stuff and doing stuff. But listen, if these people are on TV and on a live feed using racial slurs, being sexist, doing this, there, the other thing, people are going to have opinions and there's consequences. I don't know why we are so afraid of just consequences, learning, apologizing. So instead they want to blame the fans. It's the toxic fans. You will see this, you guys. in my opinion, this is 100% propaganda. I do not believe, of course, you're always going to get overzealous fans. I get people that come to my YouTube, like I say, that say cuckoo things, but that's not the majority of the people. I'm not going to stop YouTubing because a couple people are creepy. And if those of you who have followed me for a while, people have sent things to my house. Things have happened that I'm like, ugh, creepy. But I think there is this push to kind of blame us, the fans, instead of having the people that do things on television, that either having them accept criticism or having them apologize. It's really strange to me, because again, these people voluntarily went on a show. Can it be difficult to criticism? 100%. I know that. It's still, there's still times with me I have to be like, okay, everyone has their opinion. They have the right to it. But I also it's my responsibility to protect my peace and to not let every negative thing get to me and not attack people back and things like that. So I think we're seeing this with Lala. There's this new kind of wave starting of painting her as some kind of victim, and she's not. Okay. She acted like a dumbass and people are calling her out. Okay. Everything with time, things will move along unless she keeps digging her own hole. We do remember, right, that Lala is the same lady who was going podcast to interview, just talking shit, digging her own grave. People wanted to cheer for her. No one was against her. So now that she's feeling the heat, it's like, oh, she's pregnant. She's pregnant. And it's like, okay, yeah, nobody wants anything bad to happen to Lala. She has the right to not look at these things. Nobody's getting bullied. This isn't what bullying is. Thank you very much. But this is kind of the thing that I'm hearing, and it's like, okay, and it's these, what about, well, she's pregnant, what about the babies? It's like, well, maybe Lala as a human too. I wish the best for her, the health of her baby. God bless. No, we're just talking about TV shows and the stuff you say in these interviews. Maybe you should step away for a little bit and focus on that health yourself. Then, were you thinking of the health when you were talking shit, and provoking fans? She provoked fans for a long time. She was going on these interviews, calling people names. It wasn't just the rabies bitches. She was saying stuff for quite a while. Okay. And now people are just holding her accountable. Okay. So to hide behind a pregnancy or that, we love pregnant women. Women are amazing. They give birth. We love the women. So stop. So it's like, you can't say anything. Otherwise you hate babies now. It's the Sandoval. They're doing the same thing that they tried with Sandoval. Oh, if you criticize him or if he has to be accountable, he'll hurt himself. Where he was weaponizing mental health. Stop it. This is ridiculous. I got to get caught up on the Valley because a lot of you are saying same with Janet. Thank you, Chickenhead PK Neely. Live from the auto dealer. Ooh, are you getting a new car? I will watch you anywhere. I appreciate you, Chickenhead. So yeah, you provoke and then regret. Provoke, regret. Provoke, regret. Like, I think Lala learned a valuable lesson. I do think Lala needs to humble herself 100%. Like we were talking about the other day, she's getting high on her own supply. All right. And the more you talk, the more people are going to have opinions about it. No one's attacking you. Like, let's calm it down a little bit. Let's calm it down a little bit. People are just calling out the hypocrisy. No one's like, there's a couple weirdos, I'm sure, that are saying strange things, but you got to block them. If it's scary things, you have to report them. It's a whole thing. Billy posted a video in her car. Oh my God, so much happened. I got to move on. Okay. So let's go right to the Billy Lee. Oh my God. This is getting crazy, you guys. Okay. So Billy Lee, we had heard that Billy Lee wasn't talking to Tom Sandoval anymore. Billy Lee was one of the few on Vanderpump Rules who was willing to film with him this season as like his undying love and as if he was kind of playing to his victim. This victim narrative he wanted, like he was a victim somehow of this. And then we heard from Joe when she was on, I think, Vanderpump Rules Party or something, that podcast, Vanderpump Rules Party podcast. She had said that Billy Lee put down some boundaries with Tom Sandoval and his girlfriend, Victoria Lee Robinson, who previously was known for, and I didn't know her, but I guess this is like a claim to fame for her. She had dated Leonardo DiCaprio like maybe 2016, 2018. She's a model. And now she's been dating Tom Sandoval. And we're all like, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? But I'm sure Tom loves the fact that. So Joe was on this podcast, and Joe, messy Joe, this is a live she did recently where she made a sign that she wrote backwards so it could be read when from the camera. It's where it says no Schwartz zone. Okay. No Schwartz zone. No Schwartz zone. And Joe started this because Joe was bringing it up like, oh yeah, Billy Lee had to put down some boundaries. And so now Billy Lee's talking about it. Christina, thank you for the super chat. Christina says, Tommy Manziel found guilty. Thoughts? My family. The Jersey stuff. I don't have thoughts right now. I'll have to. I've been kind of not loving Jersey. I'm gonna get back to covering it for you guys, but yeah, good. That's my thought right now. But hold that, and I'll have more later. Okay. But I did see that. I did see that. Okay. So so then Joe now, when Billy Lee's podcast. So Billy Lee has a podcast because she's a stand-up comedian now, and she has a podcast with another comedian, and it's called Billy Lee, Billy and the Kid. Okay, and it's through Jam in the Van, I think. Which I don't know, is that a Pauly Shore company? I'm not sure. Okay, but I do like their little studio. But it is very like they get high. They freaking are like, let's smoke some weed. Let's fucking play. Let's drink Topo Chicos. It's LA. Let's play with slime, you know. But I am loving the decor because I'm an eclectic, kitschy taste myself. They had this other comedian on. I don't know her, but I love women in comedy. I felt bad for this woman. This was the other guest because she barely got to talk. But when she did get to talk, she was like, oh yeah, she wanted to roast up Tom Schwartz. So I was like, have her back. Just have comedians on like me. Like, don't have me on, but I'm saying have comedians talking about the Toms and roasting them up. That's what we want to see. All right. But instead she had Joe. So this is Billy Lee. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. Billy Lee. This is her co-host. And I think we follow each other on Instagram. I've never met her. I think she thinks she met me because I used to produce a show at the Hollywood Improv. And I think she might've sent me a message saying, oh, it was so nice to meet you. And I'm thinking, I didn't meet her, but she probably just got me mistaken with another blonde white lady. We kind of all blend together after a while in LA. So I forgot her name, but we'll hear it. So this lady is good friends with Billy Lee, and she's a stand-up comedian, but she doesn't know a ton. I think she doesn't know a ton about the show, nor does she care. I think she just likes to get high. She's like, because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. La, la, la. So this probably should have been one maybe that the kid sat out and just Billy Lee talked about, because Billy Lee was dropping some Vanderbombs. All right. So give me a thumbs up in the chat when you can hear this, and we're going to play it. I started it kind of where Joe comes in and she starts. Okay.
Yeah, well, I heard some stuff go down on Brittany and Jack's podcast, and we had a conversation. I was like, girl, come in here. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so Billy is letting Joe on because of the Schwartz on Jack's and Brittany's podcast. When he was talking to Brittany, we covered that like a week ago or something. When Schwartz was like, Joe is a liar. She's a compulsive liar. She lies about everything. She's the liest piece of lie that ever lied. My sister spent a night with her, and now she's in witness protection. All right. So Joe's back, and then she's in Joe form. All right. So just be prepared for it's Joe.
Literally.
Wait, work?
Yes!
Yeah. No,
That looks-
honestly, they look really fire on you.
That color's great on you.
Maybe I should get
You
some.
match the.
They literally compliment everyone. I love them. Every time I've ever worn them.
I've worn them
I'm like,
every episode.
I
Because I
can
also
tell.
get so.
She has more fingerprints
I also.
on those than I've ever seen. Like,
Billy's being a detective. She's like, yep, she's worn those 72 times. I get so high and they're pink, so they cancel
nice.
out what's actually
Dude, she's so high. She's so cute, and she's so high.
going on.
Oh, that's
It
smart.
cancels it out.
Her skin is like perfection, though.
Out.
a good idea.
She's like
Genius.
pointing her eyes and she's like, yep, this is what's
All
going
right,
on.
let me fast forward.
Eye drops.
You watch Vanderpump.
Bio.
Okay.
Yes. Then
So this comedian next to Joe to the left of her does not watch Vanderpump. She doesn't know what's going on, but she's there.
I took a break when Chris Harrison was fired.
So
They're
did
talking
I.
about how they like the Bachelor and everything you say, Joe says. So did I. Me too. Hashtag me too.
Bachelor. That makes
The
me
old
happy.
man-
Is the fake?
Yeah.
Her?
Yeah. Joe, can we talk about this actually?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you went on a
Here we go.
podcast. I know. Here we go.
Here we
Bum,
go.
bum, bum. What did you
Here we
do?
go.
Do I need another one?
Explain
Yeah.
it to Mandy. Take a Jello shot.
Okay, so they're taking Jello shots, which ew.
I love you, Mandy. Yes, Billy, my girl.
Take a
By the-
Jello
Joe loves everybody. I don't love you, Mandy. I don't even know you. I'm not gonna remember your name in 5 minutes, but I love you.
We
shot
only
every time
also-
you get uncomfortable. The jar will be done so fast, dude. So quick. So fucking quick.
Yes.
So you went on a podcast and briefly talked about, and you were like, I don't want to speak for Billy, but she's no longer talking to Tom.
Mhm.
And I've kept my mouth shut. I literally have not said a word until you said something about boundaries. And
Yes.
then someone, my publicist, actually sent me this screenshot.
Mhm.
And it's Victoria on this Bravo site, which, like, are you really watching all the
So Victoria, after Joe said that Billy set boundaries, Victoria left a comment and said, "Nah,
someone, my publicist, actually sent me this screenshot.
Mhm.
And it's
Billy didn't set a boundary." Victoria Lee Robinson says, "Laughing emoji, laughing emoji."
Victoria on this Bravo site, which, like, are you really watching all the Bravo sites? Like,
Obviously.
she's addicted. And she said
She's
Billy
addicted.
didn't set a boundary, and then she put a laughing emoji. I wasn't gonna say a word until I saw this fucking text because it makes me so upset. Obviously, I gave up a lot for Tom. Like, I lost a lot of friends, and I was there for him as much as I could be. And I have no regrets. I 100% love that I was there to help a friend out. Totally. The thing is, Tom was sober for a very long time. When he met Victoria, he started drinking again. And I noticed, like, a lot of alarming things, especially like how the house was a mess all the time. There was drugs laying around everywhere. It was just a very darker time. And he was
The
like,
drugs were mine.
no. And he
I'm
literally
sorry.
was like,
Okay, so I get we're all comedians, we're all making jokes, but Billy Lee's saying that this is according to Billy Lee, there are drugs all over Tom's house. It's a mess. She's now fully insinuating that Tom is full on in a drug problem, living in a damn drug den. And her co-host, the kid with the beautiful skin, says, "The drugs are mine." All right, kid, we're gonna need you to just take another edible, take a hit off the bonger donger, and just and sit this one out. See how Mandy's just sitting there all calm? Do Mandy, be like Mandy. And then Joe's like, Joe can't wait till she gets to talk next. She's just so excited. Okay, so what Billy's saying is like, oh Lord. Obviously, Tom is messy. We knew that. He was having his poor assistant have to clean up his dirty underpants.
and I noticed, like, a lot of alarming things, especially like how the house was a mess all the time. There was drugs laying around everywhere. It was just a very darker time. And he was
The
like,
drugs were mine.
no. And he
I'm
literally was like, just always depressed. They were fighting all the time. I would get dragged into the fights. And I had Tom on my podcast. She sent me flowers.
That was
She
the last-
showered me with gifts.
So yes,
She would FaceTime me all the time like she was one of my close friends.
Yep. you were
and then-
posting her. You guys went out together. You
Yeah.
were posting like bestie.
And then Tom and I were we didn't really hang out a lot one-on-one, but which was fine with me. I'm so happy that they're together. So Tom was like really trying to get me. I was actually going to your house, but Tom was like, "Come over, I'll order food." And I was like, "No, I'm going to Sammy's." And he's like, "I already ordered your favorite food. Let's watch a movie." And I was like, "Okay, I haven't spent alone time with him in a while. I'll go."
Yeah.
So we're watching a movie like we normally do, just
Yep.
regular shit.
Yep.
And she kept on calling and calling and calling. And so he had to go upstairs. They got into a fight. He came downstairs and he said, "She thinks that we're going to sleep together tonight." And I'm like, what? Like, literally, this girl is acting like she's my best friend.
Are you crying?
Maybe.
Okay.
No,
I
it
get
is.
so
It's
Wait, we have to fill it.
This is my favorite part where the kid she understood the assignment. She's like, "Are you crying? Why are you crying? Is that your story?" And Joe says, "Maybe." Joe, why are you? This is a very good story. Why would you cry? You met what? According to you, you're barely in the friend group. So you couldn't have insulted anyone or hurt anyone's feelings by getting with Schwartz. And now you might be crying. Look at the kid. She's like, "Are you crying? What's wrong with her?" The kid is like, "I'm too high for this, or not high enough."
What? Like literally, this girl is acting like she's my best friend.
Are you crying?
Maybe.
Okay.
No,
I
it is.
get so
It's
Wait, we have to
angry
fill
and
in Mandy also. Give her a jealous shot. Mandy, Tom and Victoria are dating.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
adding.
I get-
I'm
I'm doing
That's
yeah,
my
I know.
recap.
Poor Mandy. Poor
Yeah.
Mandy. Yeah.
That's my recap of teaching Mandy.
Yes. And so Tom was like, anyway, my whole thing is like anyone dating.
Billy's annoyed. If you watch Billy's face to this, she's annoyed, and she should be. She's trying to say something, but she should know inviting Joe on and having the kid be high as a kite. She's on another planet, and then poor Mandy's like, "Where am I? Why are we talking about this? I just want to do a Netflix special. I don't want this." All right. Are you crying? That's my favorite.
Maybe.
Okay.
No,
I
it
get
is.
so
It's
Wait, we have to
angry
fill
and
in Mandy also. Give her a jealous shot. Mandy, Tom and Victoria are dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm adding.
I get-
I'm
I'm doing that.
yeah,
my
I know. Poor
recap.
Mandy. Poor
Yeah.
Mandy. Yeah.
That's my recap of teaching Mandy.
Yes. And so Tom was like, anyway, my whole thing is like anyone dating Tom, and I even told Tom this, I said they have to be somewhat thirsty and a little desperate in a way, because
Yeah, if you're dating Tom Sandoval, that's what it's for.
literally, and I think I've heard her, because she would call me slurring words because she would be on something, and she would say, I need to break up with Tom. And I'm like, why would you call his best friend and say you have to break up with him? And then she would proceed to tell Josh, which is his cousin and assistant, both of us, that like she's embarrassed to be with him. She can't bring him to parties, and she's used to being with A-list celebrities, like you know who.
I do.
Yeah. And I'm like, are you really? The conversation was so alarming and upsetting, because she literally was making my best friend out to be like a piece of shit.
Yeah, but it's sick
And
that
she
she
was
went to
embarrassed.
parties with A-listers. That's cool for her.
I hate to break it to you, but your best friend is a piece of shit. I don't know if you pay attention. Now, what they're going to do is do I think Victoria Lee Robinson is like this great person? I don't know. I don't know her. Is it sus that she's with Tom Sandoval, knowing everything that's out there in the public? That's a little sus. But again, we stay on this trend of blaming the woman. When are we just going to say Tom Sandoval sucks and he's probably doing the drugs? And he didn't need Victoria Lee Robinson, model ex-girlfriend of Leonardo DiCaprio, to introduce him into these drugs. You know, Tom has long been like, remember at the reunion, he's like, "Oh yeah, me and Ariana were in love when we were rolling at a concert." Now that's like, you know, ecstasy. Obviously, I'm so cool. They do shrooms, but I think there's been rumblings, even around Schwartz, especially around Schwartz, for a while, that there might be, allegedly, possibly, we don't know, more drugs, more, I don't want to say serious drugs, but like more serious than mushrooms. You know, whether it be like coke, whether it be, you know, who knows what they're doing these days in the LA. But I will tell you, it's crazy to think that Tom Sandoval is 62 years old and he's just going to lay around all day and do drugs with his new girlfriend. But do I believe they have a toxic relationship? 100%. Tom is walking toxicity, so that would make sense. And of course, anyone who dates him is never going to trust him, because he's a liar and a cheater, and that's why nobody should be dating him.
With him. And then she would proceed to tell Josh, which is his cousin and assistant, both of us, that like she's embarrassed to be with him. She can't bring him to parties, and she's used to being with A-list celebrities, like you know who.
I do.
Yeah. And I'm like, are you really? The conversation was so alarming and upsetting, because she literally was making my best friend out to be like a piece of shit.
Yeah, but it's sick
And
that she
was
went to
embarrassed.
parties with A-listers. That's cool for her.
Well, she dated Leonardo. She
Literally,
dated
let's just say
Leonardo.
it's Leonardo DiCaprio. She went to parties with A-listers. I mean, I fucking love her, dude.
And they don't understand that right now the kid, she's high, but she's a comedian at heart. And well, she's a comedian and she's a comedian at heart. And the other lady, they're just laughing because it's like, it's so ridiculous. And it's like, to even like normal people, it's ridiculous for us to be talking about, she went to parties with A-listers. And Joe's like, she did. Joe's taking it very seriously, but they're basically just roasting this up like, oh, wow, cool. Parties with A-listers. Good for you. Where'd that get you? In Tom Sandoval's bed.
Well, we did too for her.
So alarming and upsetting, because she literally was making my best friend out to be like a piece of shit.
Yeah, but it's sick
And
that
she
she
was
went to
embarrassed.
parties with A-listers. That's cool for her.
Well, she dated Leonardo. She
Literally,
dated
let's just say
Leonardo.
it's Leonardo DiCaprio. She went to parties with A-listers.
Leonardo
I mean,
DiCaprio.
I fucking love her, dude. Well, we did too.
Yeah, no, I did too, until she was accusing Tom and I of sleeping together, and that really hurt my feelings. And then I was like, wait, I don't feel comfortable being alone with him. And then the second time we were alone together, Tom and I went and got our nails done, which we normally do.
Yep.
She was calling and calling and calling.
Doesn't
We get in the
surprise me.
car, and as soon as he answers, he's like, she starts yelling.
Joe says, that doesn't surprise me. And she's like, 600 times. Joe, you are gonna make some enemies. Listen, I think Victoria would be a match for Joe. If we're talking, you know, some people want to throw out the bunny boiler description. I think Victoria will give Joe a run for her money.
Was accusing Tom and I of sleeping together, and that really hurt my feelings. And then I was like, wait, I don't feel comfortable being alone with him. And then the second time we were alone together, Tom and I went and got our nails done, which we normally do.
Yep.
She was calling and calling and calling.
Doesn't
We get in the
surprise me.
car, and as soon as he answers, he's like, she starts yelling at him, and he's like, you're on speaker, Billy's in the car. And she's like, of course you're with her. And I'm like,
it triggered her.
oh my God.
Trigger,
Like,
again.
and then the third time,
15th time.
they were fighting, and Tom asked me to come over, and it was late, and I was like, okay.
Joe is cracking me up this part only because it's like a little bit of self-awareness. This is what people think of you, Joe. Like, this is what happens with the Toms. This is how the women around the Toms right now look. And she's like, yeah, crazy. Nah.
And calling and calling.
Doesn't
We get in the
surprise
car, and
No,
as
doesn't
soon as
surprise me.
he answers, he's like, she starts yelling at him, and he's like, you're on speaker, Billy's in the car. And she's like, of course you're with her. And I'm like,
it triggered her.
oh my God.
Trigger,
Like,
again.
and then the third time,
You know, Joe is just projecting all the feelings she had toward Katie onto her. Oh, of course, yeah. I remember this with Katie. She'd do the same thing.
15th time.
they were fighting, and Tom asked me to come over, and it was late, and I was like, okay, I'll come over.
For you to mediate?
No, she wasn't there, and he needed me. So I went in
This is
there.
a constant, like,
The fighting is constant. I'm telling you, it's the most toxic relationship I've ever seen in my life. You know,
Yeah, I know.
literally
I
would
know.
cry. Like,
I know.
so I went there to like be there with him because he was like fighting with her, and he was really upset.
Have a fun meeting.
I was just chilling on the couch. All of a sudden, she bust in a house. She was literally parked and watched me come in.
Oh my God.
And started screaming and yelling at him and I like we were doing something wrong when I was really just sitting there. So I got so uncomfortable, I immediately walked out. But her car was parked behind me, and the door was open and the car was on. Like, she literally jumped out of that car and ran inside like she was going to catch us doing something. And I was
That's some rage. If Billy Lee was in the house and Victoria pulled up behind the car with the car door open, and she fast and furious her way into the house and was like, what are you doing? Show me your wiener. Show me your wiener. And Tom's like, ah.
so uncomfortable. I asked her, please move your car. She moved her car. I left. Tom calls me. He's apologizing to me, and he's like, Billy, please come back. Please come back. And I was like, I feel really uncomfortable.
I
I
would
don't
too.
think I should. He was like begging me
He wanted her to come back for a threesome.
to come back.
Remember
and
this,
I felt so bad for him.
Yep.
So I turned around,
Of course, yeah.
went back.
Yeah.
She came in again. Like,
Victoria, you guys, Victoria is gonna get your asses. Oh my God.
not joking you. Like, it was like calling. She was calling and being like, it was just so awkward. And like, that was the situation is like, I felt like I could no longer be friends with both of them because it was so toxic. I was feeling so much anxiety.
Joe's like, I can't. When is it my turn to talk? I can't wait.
And then I also was just feeling uncomfortable being in a house that I was very comfortable.
Yeah.
And here's what really fucking got me.
Oh, I know exactly what you're gonna say.
No, this is what really got me.
This is
I have been always
I hate when people do that. Oh, I know exactly what you do. Do you? Because I don't think you do. And even Billy Lee's like, bitch, stop, girl, stop.
feeling so much anxiety. And then
Why is this going off? I don't want
I
that.
also was just feeling
All right. What is that doing?
uncomfortable being in a house that I was very comfortable.
I don't know what I
Here's
did.
what really fucking got me.
Oh, I know exactly what you're gonna
No,
say.
this is what really got me.
This is
I have been always
this
so
pisses me off.
I've been so courteous of Ariana's belongings because Ariana's
Yes.
the ex-girlfriend.
All right. Let me stop this and reshare because my screen's being a weirdo. But the fact she's like, yes, I know exactly what she's gonna say. Exactly. Okay.
And being like, it was just so awkward. And like, that was the situation is like, I felt like I could no longer be friends with both of them because it was so toxic. I was feeling so much anxiety. And then I also was just feeling uncomfortable being in a house that I was very comfortable.
Yeah.
And here's what really fucking got
Oh,
me.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
No, this is what really got me.
This is
I have been always so
this pisses me off.
I've been so courteous of Ariana's belongings because Ariana's
Yes.
the ex-girlfriend. She's in the
You've
house.
never, yes.
Well, all her
What?
stuff's
Shut
in the
up,
house.
Joe.
It's still her house.
Yes.
I have.
Also, you didn't live there. You're hanging out.
I didn't live there. But I always made sure
You
her plans
always
were
would-
taken care of. I
yes,
made sure
you
like
always-
all her stuff was
and
taken
you were
care
like,
of.
Ariana, like in case you need me to like da-da-da, and she'd be like, yes, great.
Yes.
Yes. You're also not stupid enough to fuck Tom Sandoval,
Right.
just in general.
Yes. Thank you. No. So Victoria demands that Tom move out of the guest bedroom into the master bedroom and get rid of Ariana's stuff. And I'm like, you shouldn't touch Ariana's stuff. Like,
Whoa. Okay, so sometimes I do love when the kid just jumps in, is like, oh, you're not stupid as a fuck Tom Sandoval. It's like, but she might be.
They're like da-da-da, and she'd be like, yes,
Not the da-da-da. And then the da-da-da.
great.
Yes.
Yes. You're also not stupid enough to fuck Tom Sandoval,
Right.
just in general.
Yes. Thank you. No. So Victoria demands that Tom move out of the guest bedroom into the master bedroom
Uh-oh. Tommy.
and get rid of Ariana's stuff. And I'm like, you shouldn't touch Ariana's stuff. Like, she's in New York. Maybe you should come here. Maybe she should come here and get her stuff.
I love how Joe's appalled. We shouldn't touch Ariana's stuff. Tell that to your friend Rachel. She touched Ariana's stuff.
Apparently, he called Logan and was like, can you come and put her stuff? Like, you know how
I
her
did not
room
know
was
this.
packed with stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah,
all the
she's
boxes
like-
I would put
yeah,
up there.
yeah.
Like, her room was literally packed to the rim of boxes and all her belongings. Oh, every time I went there, I would feel sad because it was as if someone died, because literally it was like the bed wasn't made. It was like someone lived there, but then they just ghosted. It was so weird.
Yeah.
But
Also, Tom's room too was like very packed up, and like it was like you were there for helping Tom, like at the time, like
right.
clean it, like help him, like do his, you know what I'm, yeah.
So I
You were
felt
there
very
for-
uncomfortable that
Oh, yeah.
Victoria was
Because
really
you were
like,
a good friend, you were good with Tom and Aaron.
Shut
Like, it was
up,
like
Joe.
no,
okay,
they were
sorry.
my family. Like,
Yes,
they were literally my family. And
exactly.
it sucks that I
Yes.
lost friends and her through this whole experience.
Yes.
But the thing is like when she just really wanted to let people know.
Hindsight 2020. Oh, you regret. Did you hitch your wagon to the wrong disgusting horse, the wrong toxic horse? Now I love how a lot of these women are like, oh, turns out I do miss Ariana. Yeah. Sheena, Lala. They're all like, I mean, I hope I can, we'll talk again. And now Billy Lee. Oh, Tom cannot keep a girl to save his soul. And Joe, please be quiet. Please be quiet.
Help him, like do his, you know what I'm, yeah.
So I
You were
felt
there
very
for-
uncomfortable that
Oh, yeah.
Victoria was
Because
really
you were
like
a good friend, you were good with Tom
Oh my
and Aaron.
God,
Like it was
shut
like,
up.
okay,
no, they
sorry.
were my family. Like they
Yes,
were literally my family. And
exactly.
it sucks that I
Yes.
lost friends and her through this whole experience.
Yes.
But the thing is like when she just really wanted to let people know that she was in this relationship and that she was in this house, she moved my plants.
That was
First, she moved my plants that I had there, just like plants.
Ariana would never have done that. Tom would never have done that.
She moved my plants up into Ariana's bathroom. I was like,
Poor you and Ariana.
what?
Don't take it out on the plant.
And
yeah,
then
yeah,
she-
like
yeah.
Why does Billy have plants at Tom and Ariana's? I know she would house sit for them. I know she would walk the dogs. God bless, because we know Tom ain't doing it. But why does she have plants? And at one point, Ariana was saying on podcast, it's like Billy Lee is living in my house. She's like, I'm pretty sure Billy Lee lives in my house right now. I don't even know. So now Billy Lee's like, she moved my plants. Oh no, Victoria probably pissed on those plants, okay? Because she sounds just as cuckoo bananas as the rest of you. Alex is saying Billy Lee never explains what Sandoval did to make her out, to make her out his substance abuse issues this way. It's giving woman scorned. If you were really his friend, why air out his business like this? I mean, yeah, it's interesting. We'll see. I mean, probably for our enjoyment, maybe.
what did the plants do?
And then she wants all of Ariana's stuff out. And so they moved her stuff. And I was so upset and bothered by that. And this is the thing, is when you say I was creating a boundary, it was like one after another after another. I wouldn't answer her phone calls because she would bring me into these fights.
That's
she would
what I'm-
talk this crazy shit. It'd be 2:00 in the afternoon. This girl would be calling me, slurring her words, talking about how much she hates Tom Sandoval. What? But then you guys are together? Like, it blew my mind. And
I love this for Tom Sandoval. The fact that he's with a woman who is just throwing water on his boner. Like, she's just putting salt in his game. He can't cheat because she is there. She is pulling up in the Jetta, whatever she drives, and that she is she's just telling people, I hate Sandoval. I hate him at 2 in the afternoon. Hello, is this Tom Sandoval's mom? This is Victoria Lee Robinson, former model, maybe still a model, and ex-girlfriend of Leonardo DiCaprio. Your son fucking sucks. Goodbye. Who can I call next? Hello, is this Tom's dad? Your son sucks balls. Goodbye. Who can I call next? Is his grandma still alive? Hello? I'm gonna go tell it to her. Great. Like, I love this for Tom Sandoval. This is exactly the type of woman he deserves.
I am so worried about Tom.
Same.
So what?
No, we don't care about Tom. What are you talking about worried about Tom? This dude is 60. The way these women, okay, I see what Billie Lee is trying to do. She's trying to get back in our favor. Girl's gonna take more than this. Quit caping for this friggin' problematic dude. He is 70 years old. He's older than Victoria. All right. He needs to know better. No one's taking advantage of him. He's not impressionable like he says. He's just problematic. He's just an asshole.
What really did it was a few of his friends and people that work with him said, hey, Tom's not showing up to meetings.
What meetings with the band? Does laptop owner Jason know? Oh, I bet you laptop owner Jason's in on this. Okay. Let me just rewind because I did interrupt there. I agree. I do think, yeah. Do I think he's doing drugs? Yeah. Do I think he's doing it with Victoria? Yeah. Do I think they have a toxic relationship? Uh-huh. Do I think this is great for Tom to have a girlfriend who's just on his ass? Uh-huh.
It'd be 2:00 in the afternoon. This girl would be calling me, slurring her words, talking about how much she hates Tom Sandoval. What?
Hashtag
you
me
guys are
too.
together? Like, it blew my mind. And I am so worried about Tom.
Same.
So what really did it was a few of his friends and people that work with him said, hey, Tom's not showing up to meetings. We're really worried about him.
They called you probably.
He's saying he's sick every single day.
Yeah.
He wouldn't show up for things for me.
And
I was like, oh my God. I'm like, it's not just me. It's affecting everything.
Yeah. And they probably tried to talk to you because there was no other person probably to like.
They all came to me.
I knew it.
And
Oh, psychic friends and family. Joe was like, and I just want to, okay. So like, just, a real, Billy, and I'm just, okay. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're going to say. They probably came to you because there was no one there. Yep. And then she's like Milton from The Office. If you guys take my stapler and move my desk one more time, I'll burn down the office. Yep. They probably did that. I'm probably going to set Schwartz on fire. They probably did that. Like, Joe is loving this. Too much, Joe.
And Billy was low-key his life manager.
So I created a group of people and we all planned to meet. You want to call it intervention or whatever, but we all planned to meet at Kyle Chain's shop in West Hollywood.
Okay, it sounds like a pregame.
So it was like
Kyle's
Kyle,
birthday,
Tom
we were like,
Sandoval.
He'll definitely go. You know,
yeah, of course. And
it was a secret
I
pregame.
don't want to mention names. I don't want to get everyone.
Yeah,
Joe is like the girl that isn't quite in the group yet, you know, but she's like, oh yeah, no, Sarah. I know Sarah. Sarah's great. Yeah, Sarah. Yeah, but have I talked to Sarah? No, I don't talk to Sarah. She looked at me once, and well, it wasn't at me. It was like to the side. But then I went like this with my head, and then she was like, get out of here. But so that was talking. She told me to get away from her. So yeah, Joe is that girl in this conversation and in this group.
Of people, and we all planned to meet. You want to call it intervention or whatever, but we all planned to meet at Kyle Chain's shop in West Hollywood.
Okay, it sounds like a pregame.
So it was like,
why is she calling him Kyle Chain? Did he change his name? 2 Chains, Kyle Chains. Do you hear that? She goes, we met at Kyle Chains.
All planned to meet. You want to call it intervention or whatever, but we all planned to meet at Kyle Chain's shop in West Hollywood.
Okay, it sounds like a pregame.
So it was like
Kyle,
Tom
we were like,
Sandoval.
he'll definitely go. You know,
yeah, of
intervention.
It was a secret
I
pregame.
don't want to mention names. I don't want to get everyone
generalization. There was,
but
there
the
was
point
a
is,
little bit of a moment. Yeah,
we were all very worried for him.
Yeah,
and so we created this group to really sit down. I said, I think if we all sit down and talk to him, he would actually
that's really
listen
beautiful
to
of you
us.
to even extend your energy to even do that.
I know.
Yeah,
this was my last straw.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
When I did that, I didn't include Victoria. And this is what was the final draw for all of us. I didn't include her because he literally started drinking with her and for
we
her.
We had seen him sober, and then it was yes.
And she knew he started drinking because he started hanging out with her.
He started drinking because he decided to start drinking. Stop absolving these people of their own decisions. If I drink tomorrow, it's not because of anything but myself drinking. What are you talking about? And we know Tom Sandoval was just doing that to gain some kind of public favor. Like, I've learned I have to get sober, because then, you know, they do this. It's very intentional, because they know that if you attack someone in their sobriety, then you're seen like a horrible person. Or if you question, not even attack, but if you question someone while he's trying to be sober, or he's trying to be sober. You know, it's the same way with Lala. She's trying to be pregnant. She is baking a baby. Don't talk to her. She can talk to you and call you names, but don't you talk to her. Talk to her. Oh my God.
This was my last straw.
This is, yeah.
It's a woman's fault. Blame a woman.
Include Victoria.
Oh.
And this is what was the final draw for all of us. I didn't include her because he literally started drinking with her and for her.
We had seen him sober, and then it was yes.
And she knew he started drinking because he started hanging out with her.
Knew?
Everything was going downhill. Even his Tom was the most hated guy ever. He was not getting opportunities left and right.
No.
There was times where he was broke.
Stop lying. Stop lying. Tom was on more television shows this year than he's ever been on in his life. Okay. He was on Vanderpumprules. He's about to be on Traitors. He was on the Army show, and he was on Masked Singer. Who the hell gave him that many opportunities before? This is all lies. This is not true. This is 100% not true. The guy had tons of opportunities. He started a podcast. He went on tour. He had more opportunities than he's ever had. Because unfortunately, even in these scandals, even the assholes benefit. I hate that these women are wasting their tits away trying to make excuses for this guy. He had so many fucking opportunities. Nobody took nothing away from this dude. Okay? He's not a baby. He's a grown man. Let him deal with his consequences. If he decided to date someone who's going to make him end up in an episode of Snap, that's on him. He was doing drugs long before Victoria, and he was drinking too much long before Victoria. So justice for Victoria on that. And if she wants to be crazy and knock down his walls and start his house on fire, a la Lisa Left Eye Lopez, I'll be there to watch it. Okay? This man has earned no sympathy, empathy from any of us women because he hates us, because he ain't us, and he blames us. And we don't like it. So stop taking up for him. He is old as fuck. Okay? He's 96 years old. He's got to pay his mom back. Every woman has to cape for Tom and pay for Tom. He's a problem. Hi, it's him. Tom's the problem. It's him. No one's going to make you drink. No Victoria's going to make you drink. Tom drank. Stop it, Billy Lee. It's actually really weird, Billy Lee. And I question whether you have any critical thought at all. How are you able to be a stand-up comedian and you're this easy to fall prey and victim to like some kind of cult-like mentality of taking up for this grown man? Ugh.
Your energy to even do that.
I know.
Yeah.
This was my last straw. When I did that, I didn't include Victoria. And this is what was the final draw for all of us. I didn't include her because he literally started drinking with her and for her.
We had seen him
Not
sober,
for her.
Yes. And she knew he started drinking because he started hanging out with her.
So stupid.
Everything was going downhill. Even his Tom was the most hated guy ever. He was not getting opportunities left and right.
No.
There was times where he was broke. And when there's opportunity knocking on the door, whatever fucking brand is
everybody's broke.
You should go to the meeting. But he was blowing things off like that. So because it was a failed attempt, he didn't show up to the quote unquote intervention. No. I go to his house afterwards and I'm like, why didn't you show up today? And he was like, I'm feeling sick, which is every day he says he's sick. Something is wrong.
He's coming down.
And
Victoria
found out that I did a whole intervention without her. And literally, when I would walk in Tom's house, it was as if I killed her dog. It was the worst feeling.
Like,
and
can I crawl out of here and get the fuck out of this conversation?
No, speaking of crawling,
really relatable. This is very
it was. And it's also just dark energy. They would sleep.
No, Mandy thinks you're all stupid. I guarantee I don't know Mandy, but I'm looking at Mandy and Mandy's like, oh my God, what did they just say? He drank for a woman? Give me a break. Give me a break. This is why he continues to get coddled on the show, because he can have no accountability. And instead, they throw women under the bus. So now Victoria will forever be painted as a psychopath. And even if she is, he's still a psychopath himself. But they'll be like, no. It was Ariana. She wouldn't stock the batteries or the toilet paper or the paper towels or scoop the litter box, so he had to fuck her friend. And now Victoria, he wanted to be sober, but she's making him drink. He's just a man. He's just a cis man. What's he gonna do? He's just a cis.
The new thing is that, as a cis male,
did you say cis?
Raise your voice, yell, do whatever you feel entitled to do. But as a straight male,
If I was a woman, I could do that. If I was a gay male, I could do that. But as a straight male, if I raise my voice, it's wrong.
Guess what? I was very impressionable when she took all her clothes off and jumped in my pool.
By the time 1980 rolled around a decade later, it was Coke, and it was Southern Comfort, and it was a different man every night.
Poor Tom Sandoval. It was Coke, it was Southern Comfort, and it was a different man every night. By the time 2004 rolled around.
Sleep all day long, and then like 5 o'clock they would like crawl out of bed
And get the fuck
I love it. They sleep all day long at 5 o'clock. Sounds about Sandoval.
out of this conversation.
speaking
No,
of
it's
crawling-
really relatable. This is very like
It was
Joe, this is not relatable to normal people. The average American cannot relate to all of the privilege that Tom Sandoval has and how you women continue to cape for him and stick up for him and make excuses for the elderly.
and it's also just dark energy. They would sleep all day long, and then like 5 o'clock they would like crawl out of bed.
vampire.
Vampire, but like on another level, like someone needs to eat something. And it just was like one thing after another, and that was the final draw.
Well,
and
what
I
else
was,
can you do?
And I texted Tom and I was like, yo, I just have to let you know, like, I
Yo.
can't do this anymore. I was there for you, but like, and the crazy thing is Victoria reads his text, and he told me, like, be careful what you text me because Victoria reads my text.
Ooh, that's like strict mom energy.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
That's strict
I
mom
think she had
energy.
mics around.
Victoria, read his text, post his text, screenshot his text, put his text into a book, sell it, make a profit, Victoria. Whatever you got to do it and do it well. All right. I love it. I love this. Yeah. And he's got a 15-person band.
Around because she'd be like, Billy, I know you called me a walking red flag. And I'm like, how did you hear that? You weren't even there.
She can hear your thoughts. Walking red flag.
That's what I said to her. I said about her.
She can hear your thoughts. She got so good at reading the
On the
text. She has
text
telepathy.
message, I literally said, I know.
Joe's not even listening. She's like, you're a walking red flag. You're a flag. And she's like, no, I said that to her. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you were going to say, even though I got everything wrong.
It's me because Victoria reads my text.
Ooh, that's like strict mom energy.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
That's strict
I
mom
think she had
energy.
mics around because she'd be like, Billy, I know you called me a walking red flag. And I'm like, how did you hear that? You weren't even there.
She's got
She can hear your
cameras.
thoughts. Walking red flag.
That's what I said to her. I said about her.
She
But-
can hear your thoughts. She got so good at reading the
On the
text. She has
text
telepathy.
message, I literally said, I know she's probably going to read this, but like, no, I'm just
Sorry.
like not okay with this. Yeah. So that's the tea.
Well, and I'll piggyback on that because when I was on
Oh,
the
God. Here we
a
go.
podcast, I had expressed the answer to a question that
Grab a
said-
pillow and a
not this
blankie.
podcast, but another one that said, talked about, it's so crazy that like the whole podcast that I was on, the one clip that was the most important clip apparently to like the world was the one about Billy Lee and Tom Sandoval. When I had expressed, Billy.
Maybe that would show you that you're not the star of the show. People are less interested in you unless you're willing to drag Tom Schwartz. And then I will fully jump on Team Joe for a minute. Tiara, thank you so much for the super chat. Says Joe and Victoria are the Tom's karma, and I want them on next season, but only to give them hell, right? I would actually be down with that. Chickenhead says, so Tom's not responsible for his own actions? Apparently not, according to these women. They are just always going to cape for him. It's horrible. Chickenhead also said, am I the only one who noticed Joe no longer wears a hat? I stole her hats. She only wore the hat to be like Tom. Laughed when she got called out for lying. Ooh, Amalesh says, I don't like how she blames Victoria, right? It's so dumb. The same way Joe blames Katie and Sophia for Schwartz. Yes, Joe is still like, something went on. I don't think that Schwartz sent that to me. I think how he was talking out of his own mouth was somebody else doing it. It's like, no, it's him, girl. I don't think it was. I don't know. Okay. Tier says, but also bring Schwartz's girlfriend on so her and Joe can go at it. I would watch that a la Bad Girls Club style. Pamela B, thank you so much. Worst kept intervention ever. Horrible intervention. Susie Q says his relapse from sobriety and then miraculously recovery again, all part of the redemption arc. Exactly. He never thought he had a problem. He still doesn't think he did anything wrong. Quit trying to save that man. He is unsavable. He doesn't want to be saved. Allie, thank you for the super chat. Allie said, I love this for Tom. This is his karma. This is perfect. Victoria seems like a great partner for him. And I love it. And I love it. And I love it.
Does not talk to her best friend of however long, all these years. And they asked why. They didn't even ask why. I just said, I think that she set a boundary. I think Billie Lee set a boundary with her best friend. I mean, I've been there too with certain people in this group. And it might have been because of his girlfriend, or it might not have been. And I was speaking out of...
Amy says, OMG, Christina Coca is here now. Like Lala saying, Dan, I need to dry off your ussies, lady, because Christina Coca has entered the chat. Hello, my friend. Hello, lady.
Truth, because I don't know, but she does, and I'm not going to speak on behalf of Billie. This is my girl. And even if Billie wasn't like one of my good friends, you still could obviously see and read between the lines that something happened, because Billie, you were there for him. You were there for Tom Sandoval for so much. And again, we really still, I think I can speak on your behalf as well as mine, that we still do care about him. And we did really like Victoria. And I don't know Victoria well enough.
I can't even understand, Joe. I cannot even understand. How come I don't see Christina in the chat? I don't see her. But hi, Christina. Okay, I gotta rewind because I don't understand what she's saying.
Something happened because Billie, you were there for him. You were there for Tom Sandoval for so much. And again, we really still, I think I can speak on your behalf as well as mine, that we still do care about him. And we did really like Victoria. And I don't know Victoria well enough to like even speak ill will. But what I do know is what bothered me the most was how you had been treated almost similarly to how I was treated with Tom Schwartz, how you and I talked about this the last time, but it's a non sequitur here, how you were there for Tom Sandoval so much.
Oh my God.
But I will say the difference between you and I is I was not romantically involved with Sandoval.
I'm going to get there. Yes. I'm gonna get there.
You and Schwartz were.
Yes.
You wouldn't fuck Tom Sandoval because you're not dumb. And also, people hide their side chick, dude. He wouldn't be like with the girlfriend introducing the side hoe to the main hoe.
Clearly, she did not watch the season because he, in fact, had a side hoe named Rachel Raquel, and she was one of Ariana's good friends. So, nice try. Nice try, kid. Okay, we still like you. You still got some great skin there, kid. But no, he likes his side chicks anywhere he can get them.
Guys don't do that.
Yeah, and that's why I was hidden, and she wasn't hidden.
But the thing
it
is,
was
Victoria...
very apparent that they were friends.
Yeah, Mandy, what do you think of Victoria and Tom, man?
No, it's not
Man,
even
I don't like him at all.
Yeah. Well, she didn't trust me, and I understand that because there's obviously all these rumors. If you read a tabloid, it says that we slept together.
Yes.
And
my best friend Reed is right there, and he's sitting. Yes, hi Reed. And like people think that we've but I'm.
Didn't you say he's gay?
Yeah, I love his boyfriend more than him. Sorry, love you.
Like
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's okay.
Well, the thing is with
it bothers
Ariana,
me that you are getting shit on for being there for a friend.
Yeah.
And I'm also getting shit on for being there for a person.
There's Christina.
And at the end of the day, like you said it best, Billie. Sorry, Billie, but. Sammy?
You can point to me.
Oh my gosh, she thinks everyone's Billie. She's racist. No, I'm just kidding. It's not racist. She's sexist. No, that's not sexist. She's high. No, she's not high. What is she saying? She's like, you, the kid, you're Billie. No, you're Billie. One of you is Billie. And I know exactly what you're thinking. Okay? It's a red flag.
I know what you're saying. I'm saying that like you made sense when you said
yes.
You don't
yes,
hide,
Christina,
like,
the only
I
one.
never make sense. Thank you.
I just know
so,
that like
so
obviously there would be some type. They didn't sleep together.
You hide a side chick. That's literally fuckboy 101. You hide a side chick.
Okay, I get it. I understand that that's but Tom Sandoval doesn't hide a side chick. He steals from within the group. He poaches side chicks that are friends with his current girlfriends. So Victoria being like, he's probably having sex with Billie Lee. You're probably right. You're probably right, Vicky. But you knew what you were getting into, Vicky.
If he's like, yo, meet the fucking my best girlfriend, that's not the one he's fucking. That's the one you want to.
Victoria didn't know me like that.
Yeah. There's just like no way that like I think that we just had to debunk that and like move on because there's just.
I wasn't gonna say shit, but like, how dare her leave a comment like that?
Oh yeah, can we talk about? Yeah, that comment was kind of messed up.
And then, like, I don't even.
Are people walking out of this podcast? I feel like I can see shadows walking out. They're like, I don't know what this lady's saying. I don't know. I don't know if she's telling a story or she's going to kill us all. I have no idea.
Watch the Vanderpump stuff. Literally, my publicist sent that to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is she sitting on her phone and looking at all this
and
Vanderpump? If there's a fame
called
whore,
you,
it's her.
And
Like,
I called you and I was like, by the way, and you're like, oh, you're like, oh, I just like went to a spa and I'm about to like go do some work on my pod.
You know, I don't ever watch the show. I don't listen to shit.
No, nothing. I'll send it to you.
That's all you have to say, Joe, is, Billie Lee doesn't even watch the show. End of story sentence. Thank you, Amalesh. Amalesh, does anyone else notice the pick me in Joe's speeches? Yeah. Yes, Amalesh, we do.
And you're like, take that out. But
did she want them to edit? Don't come on. That's the worst, especially when you're doing something like you're not going to edit and someone's like, take that out. Take that out. What do you think that's how this works? Take that out. Edit this. Do extra work because I can't control myself.
I'll be like, hey, and you'll be like, yeah, I'm about to go go on a hike. And
you like to say da-da-da.
I do love da-da-da. But like, I will call her. Like, I talked to her probably, maybe not as much as you guys, but like, I'll call her and I'll be like, hey, girl, help me with. She's helped me through this whole season, and so I'll be like, hey, and then she'll just be like, oh, I don't know, I just got what was that? I just thought that I would like potentially like go to Ross or like you're just like living your life and you're not thinking about this, and then all of a sudden this comment comes on and then you get ripped into it. And like the hour and a half podcast that I had done, the one clip that was everyone was so obsessed with, it was the one like 2-minute segment of Billie Lee. And I couldn't believe that was so, like, she doesn't need any more hate than, like, and also she's not on her computer. She's not on her phone looking at this stuff. Sorry, I'm going to say this. Like, you don't do the social media and all these things. And so when I called you and I was like, hey, what do you, it just, okay.
I don't even think she knows what the word boundary means, to be honest.
That's what bothered me when I got called out for setting a boundary. Exactly. I said, Billie Lee set a boundary. Because you did. What else are you supposed to do? Sorry, I'm getting fired up because I love you so much. It just is like
setting a boundary is also just not going to the house.
Did you see Sammy the kid's eyes? Oh my God, it was hilarious. I wish I could zoom in on this. Watch Sammy the kid.
Set a boundary. Because you did. What else are you
okay, it's coming up.
supposed to do? Sorry, I'm getting fired up because
I getting fired up.
The thing
so
is, like,
much. It just
look at Sammy the kid's eyes. Sammy the kid's like, oh my God, this lady is très intéressante. I don't really get it. Okay. We understand, Sammy. We don't get it either.
It just is like
setting a boundary is also just not going to the house, not showing up, not being present as much, because it's awkward when they're constly fighting.
Correct. And then the key thing too, where we both,
what? Say it.
Mandy's learning so much.
You've already asked for 2 edits and you've been on this show for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You've been on you've asked for 2 edits. There's too much work. There's too many. And what happened with the key? Did you drove my key into the side of his? What happened? What happened with the key? Did they snort it? Did they key a car? What happened?
I just want to say that there's these certain people that are in this group.
Is she talking about the Illuminati?
That are so manipulative and like volatile that like they
name them.
It's fucking reality television.
But
Sammy lit another joint. She's like, I can't do this even super high. I gotta be on another planet.
Execute their lives in a way that are like almost like like they say things and then
who, what, where, when, who said it, who are we talking about, what they say, what's happening.
They do these things and then they think that we're all supposed to just like forget about it. When in reality, it's
I think Mandy's high too because she's like, yeah, okay. When's this podcast over? I got a show tonight at the Laugh Factory. This is probably going to be some of my material.
Almost like taken as like normal. Does that make sense?
Okay, no.
So like, yeah, it's like they can't be
no.
They don't understand that.
Just say their name.
Okay. Yeah, but
why do you even go on a podcast if you're not going to say anything? Just stay home. Stay home and write in your diary. Write cryptic in your diary. And put a code on it. Put a lock and key on it. Why even come on a podcast? Sammy's like, thank God I got some pre-rolls because this is going to be a long one. Oh my goodness.
Talk about Tom Schwartz. He got on Brittany and Jax's podcast and he called you a liar. How do you feel about that?
What?
Oh no! Will you take a Jello shot, Mandy, or you're allergic to it?
Okay, why is Sammy screaming? Why is Sammy sweetheart baby kid girl? Why is sweet baby fetus Sammy screaming? Sweet baby fetus Sammy. Sweet baby fetus skin Sammy. With the fetus skin. Why are you screaming? What's happening here?
Yeah, please do it.
Strawberry.
Don't they have to be on like cooled? Who wants to do a warm Jello shot? I'm not watching them do a Jello shot.
Just gag. Look at
Okay.
Jello. Perfect.
All right.
A little bit more trouble, but Joe is literally so smooth about it.
It's my first one. I had to learn.
Okay, I like that you said.
That's my first one.
Ew, they're so gross to me. I can't
So
believe
gross.
it.
I'm allergic.
I lost
I'm scared.
Them. You see it?
Joe, ask for consent.
Where did
You
it
lost
go?
a chunk.
Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
get on the new one.
Joe's gonna eat it.
Oh, did not go away. You're good. Fuck the pants. They're ripped. I hate when your ripped jeans rip.
Yeah.
Oh, your toes.
Mandy, they're not gonna let you talk very long.
So many not. You guys
It's not the right rip of like the design.
I ruined them. My toe
Yeah.
got
No,
caught.
no, it's fucking ridiculous now.
Relabel this.
I hate when my pants don't rip the right way either.
Guys has like the non sequiturs. Like it's like
Just you, girl. Just you. Look at
Bell. You usually
Bill
have bells, so if
so
it's like, we get a little bit-
annoyed. Billy's so look at Billy. She's like, ugh, 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 ugh. Did I really do a full face for this? Did I really do a contour and everything? Did I really pull my tits up for this thing?
crazy. We have a bell to ring for like.
Did
pay
Schwartz
attention.
steal it? We'll just squeeze this.
Oh yeah, there's all the toys. Oh, the police are here.
Do they give anyone a podcast at this point? Like, there's like money and producers and things behind this.
Do you ever lie
Never.
to him?
She never lies. Okay. So finally Billy's reining it back in. Joe just fell off her chair and shit herself or something. I don't know. But Billy or what's her name? Yeah, Billy is gonna rein it back in. I think I think I got a contact high from watching these hoes. I don't know. So she's gonna rein it back in. Is Joe a liar?
They're here.
Uh-oh. Assume the position. Don't manifest that because we could have a TRO in the works, ma'am.
They're here. We have all like the toys. We have all the slimes and the squishies.
Okay, here's the thing, Joe. Did you ever lie
Never.
to him?
Never. Name them. Never in my life. Never in my life.
Never.
Never
You
lied to
never
him.
lied.
Well,
Because here's the thing, like Tom Sandoval lied to a bunch of people. People lie in relationships. People can be liars. I've lied before
can you
to cover people's feelings.
specifically ask like a specific thing that because I'm a rookie in this, right?
In lying in life you keep saying this. Can you specifically ask me what I lied about? Because I don't want to admit to being a liar.
Okay, what can you talk about? Because he said you lied about a lot of stuff, and I'm like, I need to know. Like, what did
I didn't listen to it either.
you didn't?
Well, then why did you even come? If you're so upset about something that was said on a podcast, I hate when people do that. They're like, but I didn't listen to it. Well, then how do you know what to be upset about? If you haven't listened to what the person said, how can you be upset at what they said if you don't know what they said? But then how can you talk about what they said like you know what they said when you didn't even listen to what they said? So really, you didn't know what they said. Girl, you listen. Girl, you wasted. You so plastic. You just wrote your doctor's number on the napkin. Is anyone else upset that Bia and Cardi B are fighting? I don't want them to fight. I love both of them. Okay. I digress.
You didn't. Okay.
No, but I know that Brittany said something. I think
What'd she say?
I don't know.
I don't know. I would never watch it. I don't know. I don't even know Brittany. What's her name? Brittany? Brittany Cartwright? She got a sponsorship with Jenny Craig. Brittany Cartwright? Married to Jax, has a baby named Cruz. Brittany? I don't know her.
But I don't even know her. So that one was crushing
I don't even know her. I've never heard of her. I don't know her. Girl, please stop.
my soul to like have somebody like say something that's like
She doesn't even know you. Yeah.
yeah.
She doesn't even go here, but I'm a female, Liz.
He I think in general, like when you are on a show that's like
Christina.
exposed to
Is it going to be international national show? Like Christina Coca pointed out that she's on an international national show, national international show, on an international international platform.
world and there's somebody that
Well, she said it. Now she's going to change it to a worldly show.
I think in general, like when you are
Christina.
on a show that's like exposed to the world and there's somebody that's way higher of a platform than you are, it's really hard
Way
to like kind
higher.
of climb up and be in a place to be like leveled with that person.
You're literally on one of the highest rated television shows in the world, Vanderpump Rules. You could easily have a platform and easily talk about this. Notice how you're easily going on any platform. You could start your own podcast.
So it's almost as if that person can say whatever they want. And like, that's the facts.
Yeah.
So for me, I have had a hard time. I've had a hard time. Like,
Joe, you either have to decide, are you on an international national television show? Or are you a big deal? Or are you a nobody who's just a regular ass person working as a dental hygienist in New Richmond, Wisconsin? What is it? Pick a lane, because like you're on this television show. So it's not just, she's acting like it's just some person who's in Denver living their life, you know, got a job, got a family, works 2 jobs. And then someone with a big platform goes and talks shit about them. No, it's someone who's technically, you're both on television shows. What are you talking about?
I'm like trying to be this solution-based person who I've always been, and then being confused
Which is a real
by,
place. Shout out to New Richmond. Oh shit. I lost my AirPods. Sorry guys. We're getting back.
this reality TV world where I can't figure out how to connect the two, because I think that everything should just be real. So
you're like people pleasing.
What?
People pleasing. Because there are times
Yes, you try to people please. You're trying to do all the things when someone's called out on what they really are. What? I'm sorry. What was that? Can you spell that?
Solution-based person who I've always been, and then being confused by, this reality TV world where I can't figure out how to connect the two, because I think that everything should just be real. So
you're like people pleasing.
What?
People pleasing. Because there are times if I've ever
That's interesting. It's like, is she a people pleaser? Is she like Schwartz, or is she someone who is just passive aggressive? I feel like Schwartz is less of a people pleaser and more just passive aggressive, and doesn't want to deal with the heat that comes with having a strong point of view or having a strong opinion about something. You want to throw something out, they'll want to throw someone under the bus on the sly, but then they're like, no, I want everyone to get along. I love you. You're so great. What a bitch, right? Oh my God, but I love her. She's so great. So it's just more fear-based. Christina's saying, I'm so annoyed Joe blocked. I can't believe Joe blocked her. Then I'm going to go ham on my next Joe video because I'm pissed, and I can spot at least 5 contradictory lies in the last 2 podcasts she was on yesterday, because I don't give a fuck. Joe was like, Christina, I don't fuck with you. You little Christina Coca, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
If I've ever gotten myself in a situation like where I personally lied, it's because I was a people pleaser. And it's because I wanted to
I want to make the whole world better and happy and smile.
Make them like me or feel a certain
Look at even Sammy, the fetus skinned kid. She's like, you're not a people pleaser. Come on. Even though I'm high, I know that. None of you are people pleasers. You're all egomaniacs. You're on reality shows. Come on, bro.
Certain type of way. Because here's the thing.
What is Sammy, this was like my second time listening. I have a appreciation. I'm picking up things. Sammy goes,
like where I personally lied, it's because I was a people pleaser. And it's because I wanted to make them like me or feel a certain type of way. Because here's the thing.
What's funny about that, Sammy? Oh my God, what kind of weed does Sammy got? Because I might have to break sobriety and become California sober, because it looks fun in Sammy's head. It looks really fun.
I'm Joe.
Yeah.
I love you. This is a safe place. I'm not judging you.
Oh, I know you never will.
I've had amazing friends and family. Obviously, Tom Sandoval is one of the most public liars out there.
Yes.
And I still was his friend. I was still there for him.
He's not a liar.
This
You
whole
did
time.
so much for him that goes so unnoticed. Sorry, keep going.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
But
we don't care.
So I'm just allowing you to have the space. Like, if you want to own up to anything, if you want to clarify anything, now is the time. And this is what I'm saying, because it's okay if you did lie. And if you didn't lie, it's okay. But I want to know the truth.
I didn't listen to the podcast, so I don't know specifically what I'm supposed
Well, then stay home. Stay home and knit a sweater then. Billy's giving her all the outs. Like, I'm not going to judge you, whatever. If you lied a couple times, if you said a little fib here and there, we all have, okay? And she's like, I just don't know. I'm very upset about it. And when Billy brought up, let's talk about this, Joe was like, I can't. Yes. I can't wait to talk. Yes. I can't wait to talk about. I've been waiting my whole life. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about this. I'm so, oh my God. I know what you're going to say. I'm reading your mind. I can't wait to talk about this. I can't wait. Like, I'm so excited. Yes, let's talk about it. Well, how did you feel about it? I didn't watch it. I didn't listen to it. I don't know. Okay. All right. And the lie detector determined that was a lie. Lala Buffin-Meyer says, Jolene, I have to tell you that the segment of the retired teacher had me laughing so hard I almost peed my pants. And that doesn't happen because I have had bladder sling surgery. Oh, that sounds interesting. Well, Lala, I'm so sorry. I almost made you pee your pants. Charge me for the poise pads. Charge it to the game. Okay. Let's keep. We're almost through this one, I think.
I'm supposed to. Because, like, I had to set a boundary. I told you this. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not listening to that thing. Like, that is just, I need to
Then why are you talking about it?
totally, like, separate myself,
Natalia,
make myself feel
is crocheting
in a place of safety and make sure that, like, the show's done. It's done filming. I'm like, whatever he wants to say, that's fine. I'm getting to a place of, like,
It's so fine. I keep going on podcasts and talking about it and doing lives where I put up picture where I say, no Schwartz zone. No Schwartz zone. They know. No Schwartz zone. No Schwartz zone. She's over it. Look at clearly she's over it. You guys, she doesn't want to talk about it. The show's over. Quit talking about it, you guys. She might be on an national podcast talking about her international car insurance and time on Vanderpump Rules. But you guys are the ones. It's our fault. Okay.
I don't have to explain anything unless I have something to explain. And so there's nothing I can really say except
Then stay home.
just, like,
stay home.
I didn't listen to it. What hurt me the most?
But you didn't lie to him, so that's all you know.
I think the biggest liar was him. He lied to me. He lied to production. He
Name
lied to
him.
Andy. He lied to Lisa. He lied to everyone about my relationship.
Okay.
I
He
don't-
did
I-
consistently
yeah.
with Katie. Even it's like constant.
Her AC is
And
I don't
I'm
like how he was fucking you, loving you, liking
Yes.
you, but then like not telling people. Because
yes.
I have been a secret as a trans woman. I've been a secret a lot of times, and it's one of the most uncomfortable things. I don't know if you guys can ever been a secret.
I'm too loud to be a secret.
That's very true.
Imagine
Very
someone
true.
trying to keep me a secret. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh, Fetus Sammy, you're blowing up my AirPods.
Well, at the end of the day, he liked
Billy's
you
a
too.
genius.
Why is she screaming? What kind of weed makes you scream? The in the couch. What's the other one? I know it's in the couch and out the mouse. So there's the indica in the couch and the out the mouse. What's the other one, you guys? Name them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever.
we know
But
that. Yes.
look,
Billy
my
Lee
mom.
for president.
relationships are complicated.
Yeah.
Sativa.
and I don't like even whenever he came on our podcast.
Because the sativa gets the saliva going. And you're like, ah!
He said, I don't want to talk about anything that's gonna like
I don't know what Tom you're talking about.
Schwartz.
Okay.
We moved to Schwartz.
Okay.
Second time,
Because there's two of them and you guys bring up both of them and then I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. I'm like, I don't know. There's 40.
There's
Toms.
Sandoval and there's Schwartz.
We've had both of them.
We
on.
love Schwartz. I
So
do,
use
but
last name.
I do
not-
too. I really feel like I think that.
How is your relationship?
How could you love Schwartz? He says you're a liar. You terrified his sister. She has Annabelle doll-like nightmares about you. He says you're horrible. He's never talking to you again.
with him now? Have you gonna not talk to him anymore?
Nothing.
It's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Sad.
hate or just no talk?
No talk.
Okay.
But he did come on this podcast, and before he came on the podcast, he said, "But
No, Billy, there's no talk. Tom Schwartz says he wants nothing to do with this woman. She's scary and she lies. That's what he said. So if you still love him, okay.
Billy, I just want to have fun," which usually 99% of the time we just have fun here.
Yes.
This is so serious right
this is
now.
the
It's
most
usually
serious-
like slime.
But it's a good place. Yeah. Well, but also.
Here's the thing, though. I don't have a reality show. This is my reality. This
Me
is my
too.
platform.
And
You literally were on Vanderpump Rules.
this is my
Form
safe space to talk
and-
to you
These fucking safe spaces. These women are 40.
as a good, very good friend and be like, hey,
Yes.
look what has been going on. At the end of the day, I just feel like I don't even know why you would even go on a podcast with like Brittany and Jax, who I think I don't even know Brittany, but also like Jax was the one who started like the crackhead.
But it's funny how
Uh-oh, we're back on the crack.
you
like,
wouldn't
why
go on
are
this.
you
It
go?
was Jax who started the crackhead. I thought it was you in 2019 on a post. If Jax started the crackhead, then why are you so mad at Katie about it? This girl is like putting her brand all in the people said she had crackhead energy when she said she had crackhead energy, and then went back to a 2009 post on Instagram and changed the caption. And then when she was on Instagram Live, she talked about another post she had comparing herself to a crackhead because she put her head by a crack in the sidewalk and she was having people guess. So she's had 2 posts herself on Instagram about insinuating, whether jokingly or not, about being a crackhead. But when someone else says it, she's like, where would they get this? Where would they get this?
Go on that.
He wouldn't go on this podcast.
What?
He
Yeah,
didn't want to say
he was
anything.
so happy. Yeah, he would go on this podcast and not say anything
This
about.
guy Jax called her a crackhead.
Called you a crackhead?
Yeah, and then
that's
he goes on-
funny. Was he being serious?
This is where I love the kid. Thank you, Sammy. Sammy goes, it's funny. Was he being serious? Like a crackhead. Like someone be like, you're a crackhead. It's funny. And Jill's like, anti-bullying. #anti-bullyingcampaign.org/gasm. Ah. And Jill's like, what? What do you mean? I have to be the victim here, or I don't know what to be. Okay.
On this podcast,
What?
he
Yeah,
didn't want to say
he was
anything.
so happy. Yeah, he would go on this podcast and not say anything
This
about.
guy Jax called her a crackhead.
Called you a crackhead?
Yeah, and then
that's
he goes on-
funny. Was he being serious? Or he's being
No,
like,
he was
she's
being
a
serious.
crackhead.
He's
You know what I
being
mean?
It's just a. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's
Girl, you take yourself way too seriously. You are going to be offended by everything your whole life. And maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's because we're comedians. I don't know. But if someone said I was a crackhead and I wasn't a crackhead, I'd be like, okay, cool. I don't know. And if I was also calling myself a crackhead on social media and posting things, I just wouldn't become the ultimate victim because someone called me a crackhead. Unless there was someone like legit, if they were out there slandering you and it was like hurting your business. But what is your business? Are people still going to buy your breakup outfits and give to your GoFundMes if someone calls you a crackhead? Probably. I don't think you're on crack, but you keep making jokes about it.
hurtful though because they're combining it with like my ADHD.
No one. What? We have never heard this. No, we got to see the receipts on that. What? That's a lie. We've never heard anyone do that.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
Where are the screenshots where someone says you're a crackhead because you're ADHD, or you are a crackhead because you have these, we know as someone with ADHD, hi, it's me, Jolene, I have ADHD, along with many other women. It manifests and shows itself in different ways for different people, but there are certain things where like I do have to readjust when I'm sitting. There are things that we do with ADHD, but I don't remember anyone ever attributing that, even in the same sentence, to her ADHD, even Jax. And if he did, tell me, name him.
Name them. Name them. Well,
What you did was ridiculous.
Name them.
Not having.
Name 'em.
Well, be quiet. So
Name
let me
'em.
talk. Jesus.
Name them.
You're the only one weaponizing your ADHD. No one is like, oh my God, I can't take her with her ADHD. It's so ridiculous. Oh my God. She needs to get rid of that. No one is saying that. Joe, you just lied right here. Show the proof. Name him, Joe. That's like a big allegation there, lady.
Or he's being like,
he was
she's
being
a
serious.
crackhead.
He's
You know what I
being
mean?
It's just a. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's hurtful though because
Okay.
Just stop there. Be like, it's hurtful. If it hurts you, then it hurts you. That's fine. Different people get hurt for different reasons. If Joe came out and just said that hurts me, I guarantee none of these people would call her a crackhead. I don't even Jax. Well, I don't know about Jax. But Jax sucks anyways. I guarantee Kate, no one would say you had crackhead energy if you said that really hurts you. No one would say that. Nobody would say that again. No one would want to hurt your feelings like that. No. But you're not like the ultimate victim because of this. And then you have to look at your own post and the own narrative you've built for yourself about this with this crackhead joke and talking about crackhead energy. If it's so serious, you wouldn't be making jokes about that. You know what I mean? Unless you're a stand-up comedian, and then you make jokes about the things that are you make self-deprecating jokes, but then you don't go play the victim. If I am out there saying something about myself and then someone, oh my God. Okay. This is just ridiculous. Let's keep listening.
They're combining it with like my ADHD.
Okay,
So
so I have crazy ADHD, and I always am like, I have crackhead energy. That's why I'm like, if it's
she
funny,
finds it as a joke funny. It's more of
I like someone was like,
trigger
she does crack.
You find and for me, you meant it
yeah,
as an insult.
so it's not funny.
There it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, like Midwest girl,
Yes,
like
there
it's
it is.
very like crackhead.
Yes.
Like that's
Not
not.
I
good.
grew up in
My mom
LA,
and my-
Yeah.
so I'm like,
I'm a Midwest girl with ADHD. I don't know what Billy's talking about. Do we have some kind of like sensitivity clause that I didn't know about? Do we have some kind of special thing where you can't say crackhead? What? What's happening here? I'm from Minnesota. She's from Wisconsin. I have ADHD. She has ADHD. We both move around a lot. Huh? What? No, you guys, she's not like us. She's not from LA. She's from the Midwest. You can't do that. They get rasa. Right? Amy, what does that having to do with the Midwest? They're like finding anything to make this stick. It's like a stick. If I was on TV or even on YouTube here and someone in my comments writes, Jolene's a crackhead, my mom, Nana would be like, okay. She would probably laugh. She'd be like, that's ridiculous. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Oh my gosh. And she lives in Minnesota. So I guess us Midwestern, they always love to do this. For some reason, Lala does it too. She's like, yeah, Ariana told everyone I had to find out with the rest of the people in Iowa. Why do they always shit on us Midwest people? Like, ugh, you guys can't handle shit. You can't handle being called a crackhead. You can't handle, you don't deserve to find out information first, you Midwest losers.
Like there it is.
You can call me that. That's fine.
Yes. And so then at the end of the day, like
Oh
when
my God.
he speaks on a podcast that he knows that
Who
Jax
cares?
obviously had started the crackhead rumor with Kristen. It's like, well, then you go on this. I thought it was so weird that he went on this podcast with a person that doesn't even know me, and then also like projecting.
Yeah, he couldn't talk about it on our
He couldn't
podcast.
talk about
He
it on your
literally
podcast,
said,
but then
"I
he goes
don't want to talk about this
Right,
and
isn't
that."
Brittany
We had like
and
We were
Jax
like-
going
night
on.
episode.
We had a boys' night. It was fun.
Yeah.
You guys, I have now officially been the victim of both Lala and Joe shitting on the Midwest. Okay. Because they implied the Midwest and Lala implied we should know information before her. And now Billy and Joe have said that in the Midwest, we can't have crackhead jokes. Like we don't have senses of humor. I'm offended. Justice for the Midwest. I am now a victim. Okay. Similar to how Joe is a victim. I am now a victim. And they're attributing my lack of sense of humor, the fact that they don't think I have a sense of humor and could have a sense of humor about being a crackhead or crackheadness, to me being from the Midwest. Thank you. Midwesterners matter. We matter. Joe, I'm going to need a public apology. You too, Billy Lee. That was very offensive to there are other people in this chat that found this very offensive. Every live, I'm going to talk about it. Oh my God. You got to pick a story. We got to pick a story.
Yeah,
like
but
it
then
was not about
isn't
that at
Brittany
all.
and Jax going in through a divorce? Like, why are you
Oh
talking
my
about me?
God. How
Yeah.
dare you?
Yeah.
My opinion matters says I'm from Indiana, Midwest, ADHD lesbian. And still, if somebody called me a crackhead, I would just laugh. They're attacking us. They're attacking us. My opinion matters. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're checking all the boxes here today. We are all victims. Let's start a victim party.
Yeah, like is he?
And obviously
deflecting?
they
And I
don't know you,
knew-
so it's like he
they don't
had a
even-
space to say that.
I think he's
Because
from
if you would have
Michigan.
said it on here, I would have been like, wait, but what about this?
Correct. And
Because-
he'd be like, I can't talk
Because
about
Billy will
Here's the thing.
investigate.
Well,
Yeah,
he-
exactly.
Billy's the she saw
We
the
are very
fingerprints on the glasses. She's
solution-based
an
people.
investigator.
I will show all the da-da-das. I'll show you the receipts.
Da-da-da again.
There it is, da-da-da again.
Well, I think
Oh,
it's
that does.
projecting some because
he doesn't want to know that his
your guys'
Word of the
relationship
day.
was
Yeah,
a lie. Like, I mean, not a lie, but
and
like
he
he
also
would.
is really upset the fact that like how he's projected. I believe this on the reunion and also like on the Secrets Revealed. Like he's not happy. So like, why wouldn't he go on a podcast and be like, "Rawr," and then like say this? It's like, okay, well, maybe don't bring me down with you. That was your doing. You lied to the world.
Yeah.
Don't bring me into this. And then like go on a podcast that like makes no sense with people that I don't even know. So like, why couldn't you talk about this on your podcast?
Our podcast makes literally so much sense. That's why it's the most.
Exactly.
This podcast makes sense. Always.
She's being sarcastic, Joe. This kid, Sammy, has been just being straight sarcastic to Joe the whole time. And Joe's like, yeah. You'll see Joe stop go. Can you imagine Joe in like a group of comedians? Oh my God. she would be like, I was bullied. I was bullied. I was bullied so bad. The Midwest is against, vote this November against Midwest hate. Hashtag stop Midwest hate. There's so many stereotypes you've labeled us with, Joe and Billy Lee. We don't appreciate it. Okay? We don't appreciate that. Heidi says, Joe ruined the entire podcast. Billy should be very angry at this nut job. She is, yeah, she's bringing it downtown and not Julie Brown, not the fun way.
But I'm saying there's nothing that's connecting. So it comes down to like this weird, like we had such a great like connection together. And then also like all of a sudden it's like, how can I rip Joe at this point to just really, and he's,
Schwartz.
Unfortunately, I did not watch it. I didn't listen to it. I know my truth. What bothered me the most though was how I could feel he felt guilty about what he was saying. I just know Tom Schwartz so well that I just could feel. Oh my God.
I can't. Joe, yo, like Lala says, Joe, this is silliness. You can't feel nothing. He's gone. He's got a new girlfriend. Oh God. She doesn't even, when he says it straight with his lips, he says, I don't like her. I don't trust her. She's a liar. I don't want her. You can have her. She's two lies for me. I have to take a little break under the desk. This is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Maybe it's because I've had a bubbler, but this is, you guys, I can't, I gotta come down here. This is not good. This is not good. You sound really unhinged. Okay. So I have to be unhinged right now. I could feel it. I could feel that he meant what he didn't mean it. He meant this is fatal attraction. He didn't mean what he said. This is what guys say when women don't consent and they're like, no, but I know she wanted it. It's just, this craziness. This is not good, Joe. This is not good. This is not good. Oh my God. This is not good. Oh, I want to hide in myself. Oh my God. One more time with feeling.
What he was saying. What bothered me the most though was how I could feel he felt guilty about what he was saying. I just know Tom Schwartz so well that I just could feel what he was saying. He didn't feel like he was being consistent with his words.
Well, it's outside of his character.
Very much so.
Go on a podcast and throw someone.
That's how much he wants her away. And guess who they're insinuating and blaming? I know you guys, you're never going to guess. So Billy and Joe are like, this is so outside of Schwartz, such a great guy. I could feel he didn't want to do it. So guess who they're going to blame? They're going to blame a woman. It's a woman's fault. Women blaming women instead of the problematic times who are going through midlife crises and can't grow up. And one owes his mom lots of money. They're going to blame the women. They're going to blame the women. We got to blame the vaginas, the evil Virginias. Led him down the wrong path. Took him by the balls and made him say some shit he didn't mean because he really loves me. Oh my God.
Someone under the bus or.
Correct.
Yeah.
Very weird. I don't know who's behind that situation, but it doesn't seem like that's not his MO. And also, he should have talked about that in a safe space, like right here. And then he went on that podcast. And then,
well, those are his friends. That's a safe place for him.
What are you talking about? Safe place. He's not best friends with Billy Lee. Schwartz is besties with Jax and Brittany, mostly Jax. What are you talking about? Joe, you know nothing. You know nothing. Joe, this is like the worst look. The worst. And then you're going to blame Sophia. You're like, oh, it's his 23-year-old slut girlfriend, Sophia. He would never do this to me. Daddy Schwartz would never. He loves me. We used to spit on each other for fun and fart in each other's faces. We had the time of our lives. And then we go, how did you just fart on my face? Yes, I did, Joe. Oh my God, that's so amazing. I hope you liked it. And then we would kiss and then he would ignore me for a week. It was like the best. It was so good.
It was just.
This is a safe place for you.
That's true. I wish that he would have said more kind words. I mean, I also don't like the fact that he talked about some of his family members.
Wait, but Joe, you didn't listen. You guys, I don't think she knows that she's being untruthful. Do you think what is the disorder? Is it a disorder or is it just pathological? What is the thing where you tell so many fibs, you don't even know you're fibbing? Because like Tierra Hogan is saying, but I thought she didn't listen. These are specifics she's saying now.
It's not his MO. And also, he should have talked about that in a safe space, like right here. And then
Mhm.
he went on that podcast, and then
Well, those are his friends. That's a safe place for him. Just as
it was
if
just
this is a safe place for you.
That's true.
Mhm.
I wish that he would have said more kind words. I mean, I also don't like the fact that he talked about some of his family members, because I would never ever talk about.
How do you know though? You didn't listen. You didn't watch and you didn't listen. Did someone tell you? Because that's what people love to say. Someone sent me a clip. Someone told me. Someone whispered it. I think I don't know. I heard it in the wind. It was blowing in the wind. I'm not sure.
Some of those situations, because I adore some of his siblings immensely, and so that made me sad to see him get to this place of like, really, I don't know. I think he's just very angry about how he's portrayed. I don't know. I miss him. I tried to contact.
She's got a case of the Sandovals. Did you say you tried to contact him? Schwartz is going to get a restraining order. I have a feeling it's coming, you guys. It is coming.
Get to this place of like, really, I don't know. I think he's just very angry about how he's portrayed. I don't know. I miss him. I tried to contact him multiple times to be like, hey, can we have a conversation? Can we talk about this? Can we really try to like get to a place where going forward, and it was I don't know who was in his ear. I don't have any idea. It wasn't Sandoval. Sandoval has always been.
Of course, it's not a guy. It's not a penis. A penis wouldn't make a bad decision. It's all those friggin' vaginas. It's the ladies. I'm so tired of these women blaming women. It is just, it's exhausting for us women out here who are fighting the good fight, who are trying to, not do that kind of shit and hold men accountable. And you always have some chick who's like, it's not him or any of the wieners around him. It's clearly the angry bitches. Yeah. Someone with a cervix did this. Yeah. They served it on a cervix. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Been very like,
of course it wouldn't be Sandoval because he's such a stand-up guy.
Forward, and it was I don't know who was in his ear. I don't have any idea. It wasn't Sandoval. Sandoval has always been very like, very,
It's we don't know that language. Apologies, I don't speak that. I'm not lingual in that. So you're implying that it's the woman in his life.
Easy. But
that's an understatement. She just said Sandoval was easy. He is the easiest.
He said
and the cheesiest.
No so many times, and I said, okay.
Well, he created boundaries.
Did she just say he said no so many times? No means no, Joe, whether it's men or women. No means no. He said no. Leave him alone. He said no. He said no. This is why we can't make any progress, because they're like, well, there's some women out there that do it like the Joes. He said no so many times. But I was like, he wants it.
We're easy. But he said no so many times, and I said, okay.
Well, he created boundaries. You have to honor those.
Of course.
Yeah.
She says, of course. Of course, but I don't think it's him saying it. Here's what I think. I think that Sophia, she's a beautiful young bitch, okay? But I don't know her. I've never heard of her. I think she made a doll that looked like Tom Sandoval, and she is very smart, because you know how those Gen Z kids, they're like really good with the internet. She put a voice box that sounded like Schwartz, and then Schwartz went there. And Brittany, she's not too bright, okay? I didn't say that. I don't know her. I've never heard of her. I don't even know if she's real. She was there, and she couldn't tell that it was a Schwartz robot that Sophia had created, because she is a genius Gen Z baby, okay? And they do all kinds of things. Like, they figured out TikTok. Like, she taught Schwartz how to TikTok, and he never knew how to TikTok before. So I think she cloned him, made him into a robot Annabelle doll to say these things about me. And what I'm saying is, we have to save Schwartz. He is locked somewhere in her walk-in closet in West Hollywood, okay? Which is technically her bedroom, because apartments are very, very expensive, and she lives with people. And so we have to save him, because he loves me. Joe.
Yeah.
Joe.
It's like closing a chapter.
It wasn't creating boundaries. I had to create a boundary prior to him creating a boundary. That's what people don't understand, is that before you did the
So listen, yes, he created a boundary. Yes, he said no. I guess no means no for him, but I created a boundary first. I was the inventor of the boundary, which a lot of people don't know, but I was.
Original boundary.
The OGB.
OGBRY. Yeah.
No, I think at the end of the day,
once people start saying at the end of the day, it's over. They have nothing more to say. They don't know where, either they forgot what they're talking about or they really don't have a point.
have to really honor that. But also as a female,
she's a female. You can't jump back on our side when you want some kind of sympathy, when you just been throwing us under the bus, just running over tit after tit after tit. Run these titties over, run those titties over. We have track marks on our tit. That doesn't sound right. We got truck track marks. No, it doesn't. Okay. You know what I'm saying. You flattened our tots, and now you can't come back and be like, as a female. Who says as a female? What woman do you know that says as a female? People say as a woman. Who says as a female? People that don't like women. I'm just saying. I'm
a solution-based person. So
what? Are we now talking about like industrial psychology? Are we in like IO psychology now? I'm a solution-based person. I am.
I was confused by how I like to like learn things and like figure things out. And
okay.
So for me, it was tough to see how he reacted to me blocking him, and he was sad about it. And then I had to just like kind of be consistent about that, but then I wasn't consistent about that, and I unblocked him. And then we had it's tough, but I think
where's the solution?
We all have to honor our personal space. And
no, you do. We're not out there reaching out to Tom Schwartz after he says for us not to reach out to him. That's you, girl.
Well, also you deserve someone who is wanting to throw you in the spotlight and like love and adore you in a public way.
Or a therapist. We don't all need men. We don't all need women. We don't all need BFGF. Sometimes we just need therapy.
Not it be a secret.
Yeah, that was the hardest part.
So,
and I'm a rookie. Like I've said this, I'm a rookie. You're seasoned. Like,
I think she just age shamed Billy Lee.
Like not in a bad way, but like he's had 11 years of being on the show on and off.
Joe, you're 36, baby girl.
Off camera. So whether he does, podcast off camera and then on, like, this is like, I feel so disgusted that like I'm not able to like tell the world that I'm not a liar, and like, but I am right now. And then he's happy-go-lucky saying that this, all these things have happened, and like he's thinking that they're like the truth. And I just like wait a second. Like I could just go and be like, yeah, I could be like and like talk about Tom Schwartz, and I would never do, like, I have so many things in my own like head and heart that I know that he would not want me to say, and I won't say it.
Yeah.
I know so many lies that he's told, and I will never say it.
Say it. That means she's going to say it. She's saying she's going to say it. When people say that, she wouldn't say she's got this arsenal. Here's in her head. This is what I think. I'm speculating. Okay. That's what I think she's doing. Okay. As a formal hormonal teenager who knew how to get their way sometimes. This is her arsenal. She's throwing it out there. She's saying, hey, I got this. Do you want me to unleash the beast? Come back to me. Baby, won't you please come back to me? Okay. I won't say it unless I have to. That's what she means. She's going to say it. There will be a time where she says it. There will be a time. And I cannot wait for that time.
So if you're going to call me a liar,
definitely
maybe talk to me about that before, because being
oh yes, same for me. If anyone here is going to call me a liar, talk to me before. I need to know. I like to get my ducks in a row, my chickens in a nest. I don't know what the word saying is, so that I can get my next lie sorted out. Please tell me.
Liar is very triggering for me, because
it's triggering for me too. Don't call me a liar. Let's see why being called a liar is triggering for her.
So if you're going to call me a liar, maybe talk to me about that before.
Agreed.
Because being a liar is very triggering for me, because I'm very like, whatever. Like if I were
Krista,
like
thank you for telling
hit
me.
by a car like 5 times, I'd be like, I got hit by a car like 50 times. Right.
And you think you would survive that shit? Jesus.
Sammy is like so high. Now she's literal. She's in the literal state of highness. You think you survive getting hit by 50 cars? Jesus, you'd be dead. They wouldn't even be able to identify you unless, like, maybe you had part of your teeth or something. I don't know. I've watched a couple of the not Back to the Future, true crimes. They would, unless you had, like, let's say you have a tramp stamp and they drive over that and it flattens it, but you still make out what it is. And it was like one that was very unique. They could have one of your family members come in and check out that piece of skin, but otherwise, I don't think you'd live. Okay, Sammy, you're winning me back, girl. You're winning me back. You think you can get hit by a car 50 times? Believe me, ma'am, you can't. Okay, maybe 5. I don't know. It depends how fast they're going, and if it's on Sunset, they drive crazy on Sunset, or and Fountain. Anyways, but Joe is gonna say she exaggerates. That's very strange to say. Oh, if I get hit by a car 5 times, I'll say it's 50. That's like actually kind of scary that she would do that. So what you say to her, she's going to exaggerate, aka lie about. Now in comedy, obviously, when you tell jokes, sometimes they're exaggerated stories. You exaggerate things for punchlines. But in like real life, you probably don't want to exaggerate to that level. You just upped it from 5 to 50. That's a lot. That's very different.
Very like whatever. Like if I were like to get hit by a car like 5 times, I'd be like, I got hit by a car for like 50 times, right? And
you think you would survive that shit? Jesus.
Well, you
take the wheel.
You think you survive that shit? Jesus. You're a better woman than me. Does anyone have any more no, sativa? Sativa toast? Okay.
If you got hit by, I like the hypothetical of if I got hit by a car 5 times, it would actually be 50. I'm like, that's a wild metaphor for what you're about to drop on.
It is wild, Sammy. You're not wrong.
But I'm saying like
you're saying you exaggerate.
Yes. But
Yeah.
I'm also saying that the
I knew people like that.
shit that I saw and witnessed out of his mouth was
Allegations are coming next. Mark my words. Mark my words. I hate to be right. No, I do like to be right. Next is she's gonna throw out some allegations.
I don't even want to. Like, I'm just gonna protect. I'm gonna protect.
Look at Mandy. She's like, oh my God, how long is this fucking podcast? Where's this girl from? What is this? Vanderpumprules? I'm never watching this. Oh God. So she throws something out there. It's wild. It's wild. And then she reels it back like, I can't say.
It would actually be 50. I'm like, that's a wild metaphor for what you're about to drop on us.
But I'm saying,
Hi,
like,
You're saying you exaggerate.
Yes. But
Yeah.
I'm also saying that the shit that I saw and witnessed out of his mouth was. I don't even want to. Like,
But you brought it up. Why do you do that? That is so manipulative. It's so creepy. I hate when people do that. You brought it up. Say it. Don't spray it, girl.
just gonna protect. I'm gonna protect him.
You're not protecting him because now we're speculating. Again, similar to what he was doing with you with the lies. We're like, well, what could it be? What could she have seen him say out of his mouth that was so horrible? Is Tom Schwartz in the KKK? Like, we don't know where to go with this. We don't know where to go with this. Is Tom Schwartz also a Scott Peterson sympathizer? Is he a part of a Scott Peterson sympathizer group? Does he wear Scott Peterson is innocent t-shirts? What's happening?
Him and his family at this point.
Are you going to go on next season if there is one? Have you thought about
Yeah, she's already said she would. First she said, only if they give me $1 million. And now she's like, I would love to. And now she's going to say this.
I don't even know. My car broke down yesterday. I don't even know like how many.
We're going to get another GoFundMe. Oh my God. I need to start a Psychic Friends and Family. Someone call what's her name? Teresa Caputo? Capupu? Someone call Christina Caputo. No. Teresa Caputo. Because someone called Christina Coca too. Because her and I are going to start a Psychic Friends and Family. Because now we're going to see a GoFundMe. We had the Checkers GoFundMe, 2 of those, and now her car won't start. What are these people doing with their money that they make on the TVs? And why don't you try to get brand deals or do something? What's happening here? Why are we not doing hair? What's going on? Now my car broke down. Yeah, that's the truth for a lot of us. But why don't you get it fixed? What's going on? Maybe you could sell something Schwartz gave you. Like, I think he gave her maybe that bracelet or something, but now my car broke down. Nobody asked that. We asked if you were going on the show, and you're giving us a sad fishing story. I have seen this. I follow problematic YouTubers like this, you guys, and they always got some sob story. Be very weary. You guys know the drill with anyone who's got all the sob stories when nobody asks. If I got on here every day and was like, you guys, guess what? I need a new foot, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. And this remote to my fan, it broke. Yeah. And now I'm sweating and there's nothing I can do. So I don't know. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to help me. My Apple Watch, I dropped it in the tub. I thought I was in the pool. It's a thing. And yeah, so I need another one because this one, well, it still works, but I don't like the color of it anymore. You guys, it's really hard for me. It's really hard. My car, it kind of stinks. I want to get rid of it. Like, it literally smells. So I'm putting up a GoFundMe. They might have to take one of my eyes for the car. I don't know. There's people after me. Like, it's come on, bro. What are you doing here? Even Mandy's like, this is LA. Everybody's car's broken down. Unless you got, it's the haves, the super haves, and the super have nots. There's no in between. What are you talking about?
Family at this point.
Are you going to go on next season if there is one? Have you thought about it?
I don't even know. My car broke down yesterday. I don't even know like how I'm gonna fix my car. So fuck, I have no idea.
Maybe book some appointments. You have a career, pretty good career in Los Angeles, where getting your hair done is one of the most expensive places. Shout out to you. You guys deserve all the monies. You keep us beautiful. Love it. Book some appointments with the hair. Do some more cameos. Go lease something. I don't know. How's the credit? Like, that's not our problem. Is she trying to like get the producers to be like, oh my God, Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Hi, it's me, Alex Baskin-Robbins. Did you hear Joe on Billy Lee's podcast? Cars broke down. We got to book her, Dano. All right, she's going to be on next season so she can get a new car. Got it. What does she think is going to happen? Like, she'll be able to sad fish her way into a role on the show or sad fish her way into another GoFundMe. It's coming. It is coming. It's coming.
That is down the road. Probably not.
No.
It's been.
Look at Billy. You can tell Billy's like, you've told me something totally different. I can't wait till Billy wakes up from the Joe coma and there's going to be a will expose Joe. It's coming. Look at Billy's face.
Car broke down yesterday. I don't even know like how I'm gonna fix my car. So
she can't even make eye contact when she says this. This is just me. This is just my opinions.
Fuck, I have no idea. That is down the road. Probably not.
Look at Billy Lee's like, girl, no, you've been saying you are going to go back and you've been giving little hints like you're going to. Huh? Oh, Joe, you're mixing too much. You're doing too much. There's going to be a Dirty Joe Exposed show soon. If you guys haven't already, please smash the like. Very awkward. Even fetus skin Sammy's like, bitch, what?
No.
Sammy's like, I ain't even got a car. Like, I bet you Sammy's like, Sammy is just, she's Ubering it. She might have a car, but it's probably a Civic. She's one of us. Sammy's like, oh, okay, girl, but you were on a TV show. I'm in the stand-up hustle. I'm just trying to get a TV credit here. Apologies to Sammy if she already has a TV credit, but we know even a TV credit doesn't mean anything. They still don't pay us dick, but
it's been a ride.
Oh, poor Joe. No one has suffered like Joe Wenberg has suffered voluntarily going on an international, super popular television show and choosing violence, choosing the wrong side. No one has suffered like she suffered. No one right now in this economy is suffering. Just Joe. You know what? We're all adults. There are more. For me, LA got really expensive, so I moved out of LA where I was able to like buy a house, have a life. If I ever get enough money, maybe I'll move back into LA, but it was too expensive. I had to, you got to weigh your options. As you got to be responsible. You got to take care of your shit. It's hard out here for everybody. It's hard out here for a pimpette, for everybody, Joe. God, this chick really loves being a victim.
Yeah, probably not.
You want to do it again?
Do you?
I would say I would.
Oh my God, Joe. Oh, Joe got mad. She was like, I've had enough. This is my time for everyone to feel bad for me. And Sammy was like, you want to do it again? You Even if you get hit by 52 cars, you don't do it again. Joe gets sassy.
On the road, probably not.
No.
It's been a ride. Yeah, probably not.
You want to do it again?
Do you?
I would say.
Oh, Sammy, she's getting mad at you. Do you? No, Sammy's not trying to be on a reality show. Sammy's getting high with her friend Billy Lee, playing with squishy things. That's what Sammy wants to do and tell jokes. Sammy ain't trying to be on. Not everyone wants to be on a reality TV show. Jesus. God. Justice for. How dare you talk to our sweet little fetus face Sammy like that? Billy Lee, are you going to let her talk to your co-host like that? Do ya? No, she ain't trying to be on one. She is not trying to be on a reality show. Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
I would just say no. Just say
Ask it again.
Just say no.
You're gonna go back.
What is that? What is going on?
Probably not.
You want to do it again?
Do you?
I would
No,
say
I'm
I would just say no. Just say
Ask it again.
Just say no.
You're gonna go back if they do another season.
No.
The minute they offer it to her, she's back. Come on, give me a break.
No. No, but you know,
I like that you did this with it too.
Yeah.
Ooh, Joe does not like Sammy. Do you see that? Because normally Joe would be like, yeah. Joe was like, oh, damn. Don't make her mad. Don't make her mad.
No. No. No, but you know,
I like that you did this with it too.
Yeah. Have you ever had a situation with a guy in a public way?
like on TV or
like-
something.
Listen, have you
No.
been on Vanderpumprules and had this
No.
exact same situation happen?
No,
But
I
like
really
even
do
like on
appreciate
social
this, though, you
media,
guys.
even
Thank
on
you.
social media, like sometimes there's public situations, especially being a comedian.
Yeah, no. But I did date like back. I was trying to think of like when you said being hidden, just kind of more of a mutual thing. Like
Oh, like a discreet relationship.
yeah. So that
Yeah.
it's not the same thing at all.
But it almost like
Has some
if that would have been on
qualities of the
TV, would
same.
you have been like pissed off if like it was broadcasted as like he was
Oh,
like
like
definitely hiding you in the back and then you were on like a national
Yeah,
show?
that would suck. That would
National,
be different.
international.
That does
Yeah, and
make
you
a
guys-
difference.
She talks
Yes.
about peeing her pants in dudes' beds on stage. I feel like you'd be pretty comfortable.
What?
Yes, I've seen it. It's funny as fuck.
I love how Joe and Billy are like, what? That's what comedy is. Like for a lot of comedians, it's really like bearing your soul or the worst parts, the self-deprecation, and just normalizing it. Like I talk about all kinds of things about my life and my like that's what we do. We turn it into comedy and they're all like, oh my God, because they're still trying to keep up some kind of facade, some kind of, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but they're still trying to keep up that they're a certain way they're not. That's why it's sometimes, not always, but sometimes it's harder to like shock us because we've bared some of the grossest, weirdest things about our lives on stage to strangers. So when they're like, he called me a crackhead, we're like, and the fact that even Billy's like, what? Billy, then you're not doing comedy right. I don't know. There's no right way to do comedy, but I'm just like, you shouldn't be surprised. That's probably a hilarious joke. The fact that she's willing to tell that joke and talk about pissing the dude's bed, hell yeah. I'd rather listen to that than this. Jeez.
But I wouldn't like that if he's like portraying something that he's not in front of other people.
Yes.
It's different when it's a small group or just like
Yes.
you two, but that would not be okay.
Yeah, behind closed doors. Yes.
Yeah, which is why you should close the fucking
That's
door.
why you should
Well,
pee in
that's
his
what I'm
bed.
saying.
Yeah, piss
Yeah.
his bed.
Pee in his bed.
You should legit pee his bed though. You should go over there. Obviously, no means yes to you. Not when he's home. Well, that would be breaking and entering. Somehow you should get Pete to the bed.
Wait, but
Then
I
he
want to
figured it
know.
out.
I want to know the reason
Of what?
why what was not public.
That's
So Mandy wants to know why the relationship wasn't public. Why did Schwartz keep her a secret? Variant. Yes, you guys hit the like. We got 1,035 people here. 481 likes. We can do better. Let's try to hit 700.
that is
A good question.
a great
No,
que-
literally
yes.
the best question of the entire podcast. Mandy's been sitting there playing with. Mandy's been sitting there with the thinking putty, silently
Stop yelling, Sammy.
cooking up the best question of the whole podcast. The best question of the whole podcast.
yes.
Holy fucking shit, Mandy.
No,
You're a natural.
I think it's I don't know. I think at the end of the what happens is when you're with a person and you're behind camera, off a TV show.
I can't tell if Joe was on a TV show, the International National. What happens, Mandy, you don't know this, but when you're on a TV show, you're behind the scenes. She explains TV to us. Like, I guarantee Mandy has done some kind of work in TV. I guarantee Mandy understands it. She lives in Los Angeles as a live performer. She gets it.
And you're celebrating like love and life and laughter with somebody like daily.
Live, love, love.
Oh my God. Just freaking get to, like, what are you even talking about?
There's that. Sure.
Live, love, love.
And then you are doing, so many wonderful things that are like exactly what you would call dating. So like dating, I mean, what would you call dating? How would you navigate, all three of you? Like,
This is like questions you ask when you're like a teenager. What's dating? Are we dating? Not when you're like looking down 40.
how would
More
you
than
guys
5 days
Yeah, if you're
together.
spending a lot of
There it
time together,
is.
which you guys were.
yes, 5 days
Here's
a
the thing
week
too, though.
for a year and a half.
He was going.
Somebody left the podcast again. Did you see the shadow? They were like, we're leaving. This is ridiculous. There's a 36-year-old woman asking what defines dating. This is the worst episode of Sex in the City I've ever seen. It's horrible. Carrie has lost all the focus. Okay, I can't.
I mean, what would you call dating? How would you navigate, all three of you? Like,
Spending
how would
more
you
than
guys
5 days
Yeah,
together.
if you're spending a lot of
Very easy. Mandy just says, spending more than 5 days together, you're dating me, bitch. We're together. We spend 6 days together, we're engaged. 7 days together, we're married. 8 days together, I'm taking half your shit if you do anything. Makes sense to me.
There it
together,
is.
which you guys were.
Yes, 5 days
Here's
a
the thing
week
too,
Somebody
though.
left.
for a year and a half. Yeah.
He was going through a lot because he
Yes.
lost his best
And I
friend
was going through a
Tom.
lot too. So we were there for each other. It was like so many beautiful layers of like
Mutual fix.
very much so. And like also just like
That's trauma bonding, honey.
very much so. And also, but
No. Listen. Billy Lee is dropping some knowledge on you. That's trauma bonding, honey. That's rebounding, honey. Exactly. Yes. And then just she erases her mind like the damn Matrix. She's like, I don't know. Like a Stepford wife.
but also you're not wrong. But also I really do still care about him. I just think
God.
that it would have been nice to have some explanation.
I think he's now explained it. He said you're a liar and you scared his sister and she's in witness protection.
Yeah, everyone
Because he
deserves an
said on
So
the
you
show,
feel you didn't get closure from him?
He said on the show that he didn't want to be in a relationship, but then he also said he would marry me in 8 years. And then
8
he also
years?
said that he wanted to. I was the love of
Mandy goes, 8 years? 8 years? 8 years? That's a long time, baby. It's not like we're 16 anymore. Like the 8 years. 8 years, we could all be dead. 8 years, who knows with global warming? 8 years?
on
So
the
you feel you
show.
didn't get closure from him?
He said on the show that he didn't want to be in a relationship, but then he also said he would marry me in 8 years. And then
8
he also
years?
said that he wanted to. I was the love of his life. And then he also said that he wanted to have this, beautiful like relationship with me. Then he also said like, "Oh, Joe's just my friend, but I'll totally like you're so perfect." And it was like,
What? Because it was part of his 8-year timeline. What is the 8-year
But then
timeline?
the one, I don't know.
Sammy's like, gets to the point, 8-year Thailand. What's this 8-year Thailand? And Joe goes, I don't know. Oh, we're getting stern, Joe. This is fun now.
And he also said like, "Oh, Joe's just my friend, but I'll totally like you're so perfect." And it was like,
What? Because it was part of his 8-year timeline. What is the 8-year
But then
timeline?
the one, I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, how old is he?
42.
So when he was 50.
He's not 42.
That's what it
He's
was,
gonna
right?
be 42 in October.
Exactly. Mandy had the perfect response that every woman should have, proving that not every woman in LA has lost it. Just Joe and a couple of her friends. Yes, Mandy. The man is 42. He's 42. Thank you, Mandy. Everyone, find Mandy's socials. Go show her all the love and support. She saved this damn podcast, Mandy. I don't even think they have your name in the description. Your favorite comedian. Well, who's on the show? They should really say who's on the show. They said Sammy Weiser is Sammy. They got Billy Lee, but who the heck is this wonderful Mandy? Well, look under maybe Billy's follow list for Mandy, okay? Because Mandy deserves all the love for that one. She gave the reaction everyone. What? I thought this dude was like 27. What? It took 8 years.
And what is the 8-year
But then
timeline?
the one, I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, how old is he?
42.
So when he was 50,
he's not 42.
that's
is he?
what it was,
He's gonna
right?
be 42 in October.
No way.
Wait,
But
42
we don't
plus
wanna
8 is
hate on
50.
him.
That's
I'm
what
just
it
saying,
is.
like,
No,
it-
no,
Midlife
I'm 40.
crisis.
I
That's what
just
he was
didn't
waiting
know.
No,
for.
this.
He
Yeah.
seems younger because he's like
He's-
he's like a little young.
I literally
don't
thought
know.
he was my
doesn't.
age.
Yeah.
I know.
I literally
Yeah.
like, he's 27. He's so chill.
No.
I'm 26.
Right. And we don't want to like, but I'm saying we do need to figure that out because at some point,
Huh?
like, you know, when it came down to it, his last basic words were like, I don't want to be in a relationship. He said it multiple times in the confessionals on the
Thank you, Teresa. Go support women in comedy. Mandy Martino, Teresa's saying is her friend. Everyone follow her, show her some love. Because that saved the episode, because that's so ridiculous. All these words just for like he's 40 something. And then Joe says, we still have to figure it out. What's there to figure out? He is dating a 23-year-old. He's having a midlife crisis. He's a man, baby. He says he thinks you're not a good person. He said you weren't a good person and you're a liar. Okay. Oh my God.
on the show. I did not know that, unbeknownst to me. I didn't know he was talking about that, but because behind closed doors, he was telling me how much he had cared about me and loved me and all
Girl,
these
he
things.
lied.
Something completely
Completely different. And then he decides to be in a relationship publicly with a 20-something-year-old.
Classic
Like
42
3 months later.
Classic 42-year-old, bro.
Thank you, Mandy. Again, Mandy, why didn't we get to hear from, can Mandy host this podcast? Mandy dropping, yes, classic 42. Yeah. Midlife crisis, classic LA 42-year-old loser. Yep. And Joe's like, but he said he loved me. And in 8 years, we're gonna check back in with each other and see what happens. And Mandy's like, nah, Mandy's chill. She's back. She's like, what? How old is he? 42? Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Okay. Yeah. Classic. Yeah. Classic 42-year-old. He's dating a 23-year-old now. Okay. Got a little bit of money on TV. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. And Joe's like, it's a mystery. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Why would he do this? And they're like, because he can, because we let him. That's because all the things, like that's what these problematic dudes do. Don't give him any more undeserved vagina. That's what you got used to, girl. You got used, girl.
Oh, so how do you think I'm supposed to
MoveOn.org. Lady, he's horrible. You shouldn't even want him.
understand that?
I
You
think
know,
you need
like
You can't. You have to understand he's not a good dude and you're not ready to date anyone. You both need therapy.
Abandon the 8-year timeline. No more.
Well, no, I think you need to.
Sammy says, abandon the 8-year timeline. No more. She needs some tough love at this point.
like
42
3 months later.
Classic 42-year-old, bro.
So how do you think I'm supposed to understand that?
I
You
think
know,
you need
like,
to abandon the 8-year timeline. No more.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think you need to abandon that entire.
Oh, that's
fucking
already
shit.
That's
abandoned.
it. Now we're standing Sammy Weiser, the little fetus face comedian baby. We love her. Follow her on all the things. She's high and she's still at. You just need to abandon the 8-year timeline. Move on. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, fetus face. I love your skin.
abandoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like close
Done.
the door.
Oh yeah,
Abandoned
it's closed.
until
I'm
a
just
possible
explaining
next
finally
season.
in a safe
Yeah.
space.
Sammy said, abandoned until a possible next season. I really like Sammy and Mandy now. I'm going to have to become friends with them.
To be like, look, this is what I experienced as a female that was literally
As a female, just in case you were wondering, she's a female.
on a TV show and then
And she was on a TV show. International, international, super worldly TV show.
told this, that, this, and then spoke my truth and then
It's almost like Joe doesn't know who she is if she's not a victim,
got called all of these different weird names and then told
like crackhead. And she's from the Midwest, and we don't have senses of humor. We don't deal with that.
me that I wasn't dateable basically after 2 years together, and then all of a sudden he's dating somebody publicly. So like, how do you think that makes my brain
Teresa.
and my heart feel? Like
No,
it doesn't
that's-
make me feel good.
Fucked up.
Okay, in my heart of hearts, I'm sure that feels yucky, and he's a butthole. But you're not holding him accountable, and you're just going to keep meeting the same type of fuckboys every time. Okay, but there's a point at which you have to go, oh, okay. And also, there's also part of me that's like, you should have saw it coming because of how he treated Katie. It's a pattern, ma'am. Sorry.
Fucked up.
It sucks.
It
It's really
sucks.
fucking
It sucks, but how long are we going to talk about this? How long are you going to say, but it's not him? Someone else is running the show. Someone named Sophia.
sucks. And I don't
I'm
want to blame
sorry.
him.
You have to blame him. You have to blame him. He's the only one to blame. There's no one else to blame. Who are you going to blame? His mom? Another woman?
you know, I love you, Billy Lee. I don't want to blame him, but I'm also going to say, like, look, that is my journey. Like, that was also on
Oh my God. Get a harder journey. We need a harder journey.
national television. Like, you can't dispute that. And then having
You deserve a chance to be able to explain it and stand up for yourself.
Exactly. And this is why I'm happy to be here.
Sammy, don't pander. Don't give in. This is what she does. She emotionally manipulates, okay? She has explained this ad nauseum. She's explained this so much. Every live. Don't talk about Schwartz. You guys talk about Schwartz. Let's talk about Schwartz. Don't talk about him. But I'm going to talk about him. But you guys don't talk about it. Leave him alone. He's just the guy that broke my heart. Oh my God. Sammy, don't do it. Don't do it, Sammy.
Here, because like that is also like moments of helping with his family, and then helping like with like there are things I'm just never gonna talk about.
It's deeper than show.
It's deeper than show.
There's
You
real
see
shit.
the show, Billy Lee knows
No, Katie and Schwartz were deeper than show. Girl, it was a rebound.
this. You see the show, but there are so many underlying factors that you
No, there's nothing complicated about Schwartz, and there's nothing complicated about you when it comes to this relationship.
don't, you know, want to talk about. And at the end of the day, yeah, my heart broke, and I was able to have a safe space here to like talk about it. And
Please make this the last time.
I'm disgusted by the fact that I am being called this, that, the other. But you know,
What are people calling you?
I hope people can relate to this and
We can't.
like turn this into a positive experience
We don't need to.
for themselves too. You know,
It's not about us. We're fine.
Well, fuck everybody else. I want it to be a positive situation for you.
I love you so much.
And
Bill.
Billy Lee, you are feeding the monster.
No offense to everyone else, but like
Yeah.
right now, it's your time to heal. It's your
Yes.
time to work on yourself.
Yes.
And I said
Yes.
this to you on the phone.
You did.
Just
Yeah.
when he comes up in your mind,
Yeah.
just
Take
try
a
to
Jello shot.
Take a Jello.
No, Sammy.
When he comes up in your mind.
Well,
Billy
I
said
say
that on the
breath
phone.
work. I'm
Yeah,
like breath
she's like
work.
meditation, honey.
Yeah.
Go to yoga.
Therapy.
Well,
Let's go on a
Take
hike.
a
in
fucking
and
Jello
out,
shot,
out.
bitch. Fuck the meditation.
I'm gonna
Sammy's like, I'm 27. What do you think about it? I'm 27 in LA. Get fucked up.
go with Billy Lee's.
Yeah.
Every time he
Okay.
comes in your mind, take 2 Jello shots.
This has
actually.
been such a crazy episode, only just because I wasn't planning on revealing as much or talking
Same.
shit about someone. I don't like the way that I feel
I don't
now.
like the feel I would feel either.
No, I
What?
feel awful.
Me and Mandy
I
did
want to talk
nothing.
shit about this fucking.
Thank you, Mandy. Billy Lee, don't feel bad. Out it all. Out it all.
Just because I wasn't planning on revealing as much or talking
Same.
shit about someone. I don't like the way that I feel
I don't
now.
like the feel I would feel either.
No, I
What?
feel awful.
Me and Mandy
I
did
want to
nothing.
talk shit about this fucking 42-year-old.
Yeah.
I hate
We'll have
it.
to probably do it again at some point.
No, wait, no. then there's-
I love Mandy. She goes, I want to talk shit about this fucking 42-year-old. I hate him. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you. Thank you. Even Billy Lee's like, okay, I might let you. Can we let Mandy roast his ass? Just let Billy Lee, Joe can't be here, or Joe can watch from the car, okay? But she gets locked out, right? And Billy Lee just, again, tells Mandy the story briefly, and then Mandy roasts his ass.
Yeah, Mandy, what do you
No,
think?
this
We
is
need
the
to know
most
your-
relatable situation that women are always put in. We
Yeah.
hear
Yeah.
from all of our best friends, and we're always telling them to
Yeah, we
leave
shouldn't
them.
forgive this. Or
No,
like we
this
should.
is
Shut up, Joe. Listen to Mandy. You've been talking the whole show. She didn't say we should forgive this. She said it's relatable. We get put into this situation with our girlfriends where we're like, don't date him, girl.com. Okay? We're like, he's not that into you. And then he's ruining your life.
everyone. My best friend Laura, you're listening. I hate her
Laura?
fucking boyfriend.
Yeah.
Mandy's new podcast is going to be I hate her fucking boyfriend. Have that. And always have other women on who hate another woman's boyfriend who's ruining their friend's life. That's an idea for a podcast. You can have it unless I do something with it, which I probably won't. I hate her effing boyfriend. Okay. Laura, your boyfriend sucks. Mandy says your boyfriend sucks. I wonder if Laura's a comedian because I could probably deduce who it is then. Okay. Anyways.
That women are always put in. We
Yeah.
hear
Yeah.
from all of our best friends, and we're always telling them to
Yeah,
leave
we shouldn't
them.
forgive this. Or
No,
like we
this
should.
is everyone. My best friend Laura, you're listening. I hate her
Laura?
fucking boyfriend.
Yeah.
Laura.
Oh
I
my
hate
gosh,
Laura.
thank you.
Laura.
It's
Laura.
tough. And
like-
no, that's because we have big hearts, and they feed into us, and they hold us until they're ready to leave us. And we do all those things, the hard things, and they use us, squeeze us dry, and then get a 20-year-old.
Use you to get through the hard
Yes.
things.
This
Should
is
we
the
have just,
movie.
like,
He's just not that
mic drop
into you.
that?
Mandy likes to
It's
sit in
so-
silence and wait to cook the crazy.
No, Mandy's just not cuckoo bananas. She's just like, she's one of us. Okay. It's not like the other people who are not like us. Man, I need a new clip. She's just like us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Mandy, drop that knowledge. And they're like, yeah, oh my God, what an epiphany. What? No, Laura's boyfriend sucks. This is what these problematic dudes do. They squeeze us. They suck us dry. They take our youth and then they find a younger chick. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme.
Craziest shit ever, and then releases it.
And
I'm
then
like, this
Mike
is wild.
dropped that, Mandy. No, this is such bullshit. And
It
this is like the one thing that I hope women can evolve from, because we just care so much.
We care too much.
I know. I'm a fixer upper. Like if someone's, you know,
we love a
there's-
project.
We always want to do
Billy's
that.
Love
I
a
love
project.
a project.
We love
If
a project.
someone's in
You're a
need, I'm
solution-based
there.
person, so you're always very like.
Wait, I thought Joe was a solution-based person. Is everyone a solution-based person?
You are very comforting to so many people that, you know, you like a good, not project, but you're very good at like helping.
Mandy was on a roll and now Joe is like doing whatever. She's love bombing. I've seen her do this multiple times to multiple people. And now she's like, you're just, you know, and now the stream went back to blah.
Fixing.
Nurture.
I want,
Nurture.
Billy's a big
people-
nurture.
I want people to feel good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also you're very good at helping others like myself when I have conversations. Like you help me set boundaries and you are
Mhm.
very good at about being like, who cares? Go for a hike.
Yeah.
You know, take a moment.
Yeah, let it go.
cares? Let it
Take
go.
a
It's
Jell-O
like with the
shot.
whole Sandoval thing. I cried for like a week and a half because it was a lot of energy. But now I'm like, I'm in such a better place.
And it's also
and
Such
really
a better
great
place
that
to
you
live. You have like a
better
weight lifted
place.
off your
It
shoulder.
But also,
literally-
it's so good that also you and Schwartz are in such a good place too, and we can have this conversation and
Yeah.
still be very close. Just
Yeah.
because think about this, I'm on a podcast with one of my dearest friends.
International.
We have a safe space where we're allowed to talk about my feelings about an ex-boyfriend or what the world, whatever, and she's allowed to speak and defend him, and like
Yeah.
that's the most beautiful thing. Where sorry, my hands are just really moving around. But
You need your
am
Yeah,
I-
you need your
know what I mean?
slide.
Like,
Yeah,
Thinking
yeah.
funny.
it's so nice to have that because that's the most beautiful thing, because when you really put your head on your pillow at night, she can put her head on her pillow and know that, like, you know, Tom Schwartz is one of her great friends, and like, but she also can be very good friends with me, and we can talk about like the weather and go hiking and like
Yeah.
talk about the funniest stuff. It doesn't, we can
Well, because we're
compartmentalize.
grown-ups, you know?
We're
Like,
grown-ups.
We can
That's
do
it.
that. Yeah.
That's it.
But I'm excited for the next chapter for you. It's
Thank you,
going to
babe.
be
He
better
wasn't
for
your
you. I
best
know it is,
friend,
and you
ho.
deserve
He
better.
wasn't
I know.
your
And
boyfriend,
and you
ho.
guys, please tell me where we can find you at. I want to see you pee your pants on stage. So,
Yeah, can I? Can we ask what you're? Oh wait, Friday. What? Friday.
Is this my camera?
Yeah.
Every camera.
I found it. I found it now. You can find me at my Instagram, just Mandy Martino. I have 2 podcasts, Misery Loves Mandy, where comedians talk about miserable moments that they make into jokes. And then the other one is Weirdly Obsessed, where we talk about people's
Look at Joe. Comedians make something into jokes. What? Ma'am, you can't even let her give her socials without you having to make a big to-do and get the attention back on you.
Mandy Martino. I have 2 podcasts, Misery Loves Mandy, where comedians talk about miserable moments that they make into jokes. And then the other one is Weirdly Obsessed,
Yeah, that's what comedy is, Joe.
where we talk about people's weird.
You mean like I can make this miserable moment? She's like a velociraptor. Girl, let her tell where to find her.
weird ass obsessions.
Oh, I need to be on
Fuck
those.
yeah.
You
Oh
will
my
definitely.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, thank you. We take comedy very seriously over here, Joe, like Ariana does. We don't need any of this. Shout out to Mandy Martino. Mandy Martino for president. Mandy Martino, and Sammy Weiser. Everyone else, none the wiser. None the wiser. You mean comedians take things that happen to their lives that might be tragic and turn it funny? What is happening? Oh my God, I'm eating my microphone. Okay, so then we're not going to get to Kristen Doty. Apparently, Kristen Doty may have allegedly taken her. Well, I'll talk a little bit about it. Thank you to those of you who tagged me in this. Again, this is all alleged, but There is a musical artist who had this petty logo. It looks possibly before Kristen. So Kristen might be in some trouble because her fans are posting that Kristen's new petty t-shirts that she has with Zach. I have a picture here. I'm trying to find it. Is this it? Okay. So here's a couple screen grabs. Okay. So there is apologies. I'm not very cool. I like the same stuff I liked in 1999 allegedly, and sometimes listen to new things. But there is a artist named Snow the Product. I think is that her name? Snow the Product. Apologies, whoever's a fan and you're like, Joleen, you are not getting it right. But anyways, I did check out her page, and as the kids say, her music slaps. All right. And she had a shirt. So this is Kristen, a story that she posted. She has these petty shirts, right? Well, apparently this artist was making these petty shirts years and years and years before, like on the thank you plastic bag. So yeah, I don't know if like petty, I don't know how that works with merchandise, if you have some kind of trademark on these or something. But not only are her fans posting about Kristen possibly allegedly stealing this. I don't know if you like who created the original, if they bought, I don't know. All right. But her fans have started to post this, and they're saying back in 2019. So on the right is Snow, the artist, and I should say she's the musical artist. And then on the left is a fan and the petties. And it looks very, Christina, you were tagged in it. They tagged a bunch of Bravo people in it, and I thought it was interesting. And so I was just kind of looking at it. Let me see what this one is. All right. So then they're kind of showing here that this person posted, let's not steal from independent women, people of color business. K, June 2024, peep the shirt, same design, same font, same word, same row, is colored in and charging $48. I will say Kristen's did have an extra row. I don't know if that matters. I have no idea. But as you can see, this is hers with the gray and the red and the black and the red. And then Kristen and Zach, is this theirs? Well, here's the original, what they're saying is the original petty sweatshirt that's being sold by Snow the Product. And then let's see, but then Snow herself reposted. Do I have that here? Kind of confirming that she felt as though Kristen stole her design, and how that was pretty crazy. And I thought, oh, that is crazy. Hopefully Kristen, maybe there's something we don't understand about this, but the artist herself, she has like 2+ million subscribers. So again, I can't confirm whether this is like, I don't know how this shit works, but we'll see. Christina says, I have a shirt in this thank you plastic bag font that says send nudes, and another shirt that says thank you, have a nice day, with the bold part saying thank you, goodbye. Yeah, I have seen this font before. I wonder if it's because it's the petty and now Kristen's making this the petty. But if you look at the original, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petties, and one is colored in. And Kristen says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does she only have 5? She has 5 petties and one is colored in. So she has less petties in different colors. I don't know if that's, I don't know how that works. Liz, are you bored with this? Tell me how you really feel, Liz. Tell me. But I thought that was like, we might be seeing Kristen possibly have to answer to this. Possibly, maybe, I don't know. I also saw that Jax was saying that when people were talking about his situation with Brittany and him possibly dating the model lady, that he's like, oh, you guys wait till you find out who Brittany's been having sex with for 4 weeks. It's like, or 4 months, 4 months, I think it was. And nobody cares. I just want, as a public service announcement to Jax, we hope you get cheated on. I normally don't say that about people, but you're such a scum of the earth cheater and treat women like shit. we're cheering for Britney to cheat on you. And I'm not even a big Beatrice fan. You know, Britney's not my favorite by any means. The Beatrice, we're hoping Beatrice got it in. We're hoping she was just passing out Beatrice. And if it was Max Boyens, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it even more. Because, you know, these dudes are, I'm not a Max Boyens fan either. But, you know, they're super jealous of Max because he's younger. You know, they'll be like, you got a better bod. So, and it's also like, don't put your separated, whatever you are, wife on blast of who she's been having sex with, sir, when since the beginning of the relationship, you've been having sex with people. So I hope cheese and butt stuff. I hope she's getting it in. And everyone feels this way. I saw this on shout out to Bravo with me. They said, fixed it. Britney, Studio City. Yeah, I would actually probably go there if it was Britney's place. And I'm not even a big Britney fan, but we hope that that she cheated on you. We don't care anymore because you're so horrendous. Yes. And Janine says, making the comment when, do you mean like when they have a son together, like making that about the mother? It would be great for Britney to have a glow up, a realization to get away from Jax, but then I hear rumors they might make it work. I don't know what's happening with these two. So, and he's a father. He's a good Christian father. Yep. Who has moved on and all the things. Oh, she said sleeping with. It's her son. No. Was that what it was? That's so stupid. Did he really say it like that? See, I didn't even click to the next story because I was like, this is stupid. Why would you even put that out into the world for people to speculate like me, who doesn't want to read all your stories? Oh my God. That's even grosser. That's grosser. Because it's a sexual joke insinuation, but really, just kidding, it's the kid. Oh, that dude is sicker than I thought. That's loserness. Jen, thank you for becoming a member. Jen Devka, thank you so much. Ew. Yeah. Oh, Christina Coca says, I wonder if he was trying to be shady by saying she was at their home. Oh my gosh, maybe. What a loser. So some people are saying the petty is a standard template. So yeah, I don't know if this person has a case for it, but yeah, with the Kristen Doty t-shirt thing, but I just thought interesting discussion, see what you guys think. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lordy, look who's 40. Okay. And lastly, so we talked about that there was just so many things. I don't know if we'll be able to get to all of it, but I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, you said that Billie Lee was in her car. Oh, here's something before. Okay. So, Victoria, so in the last video, we talked about how Billie Lee said she staged an intervention for Sandoval. She said he's doing drugs. Him and Vicky, Victoria Lee Robinson, we call her Vicky over here. We're really close. We're like this. They were sleeping all day, doing the drugs. She was trying to move into Ariana's bedroom, and all these claims that she's horrible and she's making Tom drink, and the intervention obviously didn't work. I would like to hear what the first time you'll ever hear me say this. I'd love to hear what Laptop Boner Jason thinks, his drummer, of all this. Was he at the intervention? Billy didn't want to name names, but we said name them. Well, Vicky is not going away quietly. Okay. Vicky responded in her stories. All right. Yeah, Joe, maybe call your dad. Joe, call your dad. Tom, pay back your mom. Victoria Lee Robinson said, in response to the outrageous lies with the recent Billy and Joe podcast, absolute lies. Response with the truth coming soon. Well, that was weird. In response to the outrageous lies with the recent Billy and Joe podcast, absolute lies. She says lies a lot. Response with the truth. Oh, that means Sandoval's about to put his podcast up. Oh my God, Vicky's going to come on with his podcast. I can't wait to hear what Vicky has to say. And then, but she wasn't done there. Then she said, but first, let me make something very clear, bitches. I'm a model who had sex with Leonardo DiCaprio. No, she didn't say that. She said, let me make something very clear. I have never and would never touch belongings that aren't mine, nor have I suggested to do so. I have nothing but respect for Ariana, and it's not my place to get involved. Girls, shoot your shot at staying relevant with your lies and made up stories, but the truth will come out soon enough. Hurry up, Vicky. We ain't got all day. Okay? Try not to drop it all like where it's too much, but mention it all. Please. So Sandoval's girlfriend is not taking this laying down in Ariana's bed, allegedly. She is like, give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah, give it to me. That's what she said. I didn't say that. That is what she was saying. Okay, now you guys said Billie Lee did something in her car. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Well, first she was at work. She was at hot yoga. Of course she was. Hot yoga. I'm hot yoga. I'm hot yoga. All right, let's see. Reels. Is this it? Where'd it go? Did she get rid of it already? Oh, Billie Lee. Don't say you got rid of it. No, pinned. What? Is it in her stories? I just saw it. Let's see. Here. I'll pull it up in a second, guys. I'm just looking for it. Oh, why do you make it so hard? Okay, there we go. It's a couple stories back. All right, let me share it with you guys, and we'll end on this. Let me know what you think. All your thoughts, hopes, dreams, and opinions. Make sure you guys can hear this. Give a thumbs up when you can hear it, okay? Okay, hold on. Let me turn the volume on.
Can we just talk about how I fucking hate Los Angeles? It's bumper to bumper traffic all fucking day, every day.
Who
And when you
cares?
pull over to find a bathroom, you're in some fucking shitty ass part of town and you can't find a fucking bathroom. Like, I'm literally just gonna piss my pants. That's where I'm at right now. Like, get your fucking bathroom
Is this what we're supposed to be listening to? I don't really care about her bathroom, the privilege. Oh my God. What?
situation together, Los Angeles. Like, I'm literally risking my life just to go to the fucking
Jeez, I know you're gonna get me demonetized, jerk.
bathroom. Oh, I swear to God, this town is getting on my fucking...
You can move. There's no mandate that says you have to live there.
Fuck you.
Is this really what we're supposed to be watching? That's not it? Okay.
Oh
Is she peeing?
my God.
She's talking while peeing. She is devolving into a problematic YouTuber sooner than I thought.
My fourth stop. I don't have a restroom. You're not a customer. We don't have restrooms. Like, I'm literally in the fucking sketchiest part of town. And then I find a McDonald's. Oh, you need a...
This is not a good look, girl. The sketchiest part of town? Like what? I'd be so curious to find out where that is.
passcode. Are you going to buy something?
Why are you peeing so much? What are you guys doing over there?
So luckily, some guy was walking out of the men's restroom. So I'm literally in the dude's bathroom.
What is wrong with these people? Oh my God. This is why people hate people from LA. That's why when I lived there, people were like, oh, you live in LA? Because people like this. Why do I have to listen to you tinkle? Be a sweetie, wipe the seedy. If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie, wipe the seedy.
Some guy just came into the men's restroom. I was like, wait, please, wait. Don't pull that dick out. He was like, what the fuck is going on? I peed.
Where's the part?
I'm on set. When you're on set, you have plenty of time while they set up the next scene. Yeah. So I'm here for the comments. I am reading your comments and answering what I can. Bitch should have never commented. She done opened a can of worms. Is that what they call it?
Now you're going to get me demonetized. Okay. I had to let producer Tilly in. She doesn't want to sit at her desk. She's like, Mom, it's been long enough. So was that the one? She was definitely in that last one talking about Victoria. And she shouldn't have commented. She definitely shouldn't have commented. Is it this one?
relevant.
We had to listen to her pee. I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know. Hashtag I didn't know. Okay. Billy Lee says, to stay relevant for the rest of my tour, I'll be spilling more tea at every show. Just, oh, she's trying to sell tickets to her comedy show. I mean, I appreciate the hustle, but like, girl, just do it on the podcast. All right. Don't make us go to the comedy show. If you want to go to a comedy show, go to my comedy show. August 8th in Arizona at Drop the Mic, and August 10th in San Diego at Drop the Mic Comedy Club. Links are in the description of this video. Oh my goodness.
For one, she's using text on a story because we don't want to see video of her literally slurring her words. That's what it's like when you have a conversation with that girl.
Really?
And staying relevant. Like, girl, you're so desperate. You're dating Tom Sandoval. Like, what? Like, when's the last time you worked? Like, Tom wanted me to help get her an assistant because I hired him too. And I'm like, what does she do? She sleeps all day.
Okay, but girl, do you work for her? Not to be like Team Vicky over here, but do you work for him? Why are you getting him an assistant? Why are you trying to Ayanla fix his life? Does he pay you? Are you on payroll? I'm so confused at this point. I have never had a friend I had to do this much shit for. A certain person who was totally capable. Does this make sense to you guys?
All day and parties all night. Like, the girl hasn't worked in years. And even, like, I think she got, like, one small little gig. And he's like, oh, my God, Victoria's finally working. Like, the girl barely works. She cannot hold a job. She can barely hold a conversation. So what does she mean by relevant? Sweetie, I'm on tour. Still in traffic. Oh, yeah.
I thought you were in LA at Bathrooms. Are you on tour in LA? Normally, when we do shows in LA, we don't say we're on tour. We have to be outside of Los Angeles. When you're in LA, you're just doing your home clubs. Maybe she's going on an upcoming tour. I don't know.
He told me, he's like, I want to get her an assistant because I feel like it'd encourage her to, like, you know, get up, get out of bed. And
wait a minute. Are you saying Tom Sandoval's a liar? Because he told us at the reunion she was booked and busy, had her own home. He's like, she got her own house. She got her own car, 2 jobs, work hard. She a bad broad. Like he said she was INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? Like he told us that. So are you telling us that's a lie? Oh my God.
Basically do something with her life. Like he wanted to get her an assistant, not because she's busy, but like to help keep her on track.
Thank you.
To pull her out of bed and basically make her be productive. That's what the assistant was for.
She went from screaming about pissing to maybe she gets angry pee. I don't know, pee toxicity to now whispering. Now she's doing ASMR roasts. She's dragging Vicky in ASMR. She's like, Vicky's a lazy bitch. And Tom wanted me to get her an assistant, but she doesn't do shit except for be hot and sleep till 5. That bitch.
Yeah. Clearly that didn't work out.
Oh, good. Oh my God, Billy Lee.
Girl, I can go on and on and on. She best shut her fucking mouth because I have some shit to say if you really want to go there.
Say it.
Ooh. Let's go, girl. Let's go. Let's go. Also, she is right about this. She didn't.
Billy is in her Lauren gangster time. She's like, let's go, girl. Let's go. I can't wait to see Vicky's response. Oh, Vicky. Hurry up, Vicky. Don't you got a phone?
Touch Ariana stuff. She had Josh. Well, she had Tom and Josh hire someone, movers, to come move all of Ariana's stuff. So she's right. She didn't physically do anything for sure. But it was her decision. And to be fair, like, yeah, if there's like a big ass fucking painting of my man and his ex-girlfriend in the house, cover that shit up, take it down. I 100% agree with that. But girl, don't be going and moving all of someone's stuff when they own half of the fucking house. Like, let them.
Agreed. NYC girl says, Victoria. Yeah, Victoria's still sleeping. It's only 2 p.m. over here in the Pacific time zone. So Vicky's going to wake up like, oh, what's this, bitch? And then she's going to be going live at 1 a.m. when the rest of us are trying to sleep.
Come and do it themselves. Like, let their people handle it. Like, how dare you?
Okay. So that's that about that. I guess, guys, that's that about that. Wow. We had a long one today, 3.5 hours. You all stuck strong. We had about 1,000 strong most of the time. Thank you guys so much. You're amazing. That was Cuckoo Bananas. We found out the Traitors cast. We got a little tea on Kristen. Might not be any tea. Sounds like a lot of you in the chat have a lot of good insight and info regarding this kind of merch situation. I don't know. We had, more Joe Wenberg being Joe Wenberg, Billy Lee spilling tea about an intervention she had for Tom Sandoval, which didn't go well. Billy Lee and Vicky, his current girlfriend, Sandoval's current girlfriend, are enemies. Joe still coming for Sophia. We're now standing Mandy Martino and Sammy Weiser. Shout out to them. We heard Billy Lee urinate. We saw, if you didn't watch the beginning, please rewind to the beginning. There's a crazy teacher story coming out of Houston, Texas that we had so much fun with. Because again, I know Joe's like, you mean you take crazy stories from life and you make it comedy? And we're like, yeah, that's what comedy is, Joe. I've been wearing my hood for protection from the evil. I just kind of like it. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to all my super chatters today. I didn't get to highlight everyone, but Amalish, Pamela, Susie Q, Steven, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Chickenhead, PK Neely, Christina, Chickenhead again, Chickenhead, Amalesh, thank you so much. Tiara, thank you so much. Tiara again, thank you so much. Pamela, Susie Q, Allie, Amalesh says yes, exactly. Lala Buffenmeyer, hello to Lala and Christy. Samantha, welcome to becoming a member. Evelyn, thank you for being a member for 36 months. Evelyn said, Joe knows her truth. Very iconic. Samantha Stevens, thank you for the super chat question. Is Billy trying to help Joe or trying to catch her in a lie? Both. In Los Angeles, it seems there are no friends. So soon Billy Lee will be roasting up Joe and spilling. And we're here for it. Lindsay, thank you for the super chat. Lindsay says, you're killing people left and right here. Stacey Wood, thank you. Us Midwest girls don't claim Joe. Stacy said it herself here. Jen, thank you for becoming a member. And Tapu, thank you so much for the super sticker. Y'all are amazing, beautiful little pumpkin spice babies. You guys know I cannot. It's summertime, but I'm already like, when is it fall? When is pumpkin spice? I apologize to the summer lovers. Make sure you smash that like, leave a comment on your way out as well. So I don't get to all the comments. I can see your comments. It also helps me in the algorithm. Subscribe. We're almost to 40K. And follow me on social media at Joleen Lunzer on Instagram. I also have at No Offense, All Offense on Instagram and at Joleen Lunzer on TikTok and the TikTok because it'll never be X to me. I'll be back very soon with another show, more lives. You guys are wonderful. Producer Tilly, you want to say bye? Producer Tilly says, bye, guys. We love you. Okay, producer Tilly. There she is. Oh, the little baby. She's like, get offline, mom. All right. Bye, guys. Remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.